dropping loads around this fucking house like a goddamn dump truck.
What? What the fuck? What? What?
Is pretty based.
What? What just happened? What the fuck?
Around this fucking house like a goddamn dump truck.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay?
What in the hell just happened? You wanted light? I just got sent into purgatory. Holy shit. Well, for anybody that just missed that, both Kurluck and let me Kurluck first gifted 200 subs, and then Thelina also gifted 200 subs, and he did a 5-bomb right before that. What the shit? First off, if you guys didn't know, up until I think like last week or some shit, gifting 200 subs on Twitch was not possible. And here we are.
Let me tell you what I do know. Every day, I come by your stream and I lurk in chat.
You lurk?
And we go out. We have a few memes and a few laughs, and it's great. You know what the best part of my day is? It's for about 10 hours when I pull up to the chat to when your lateness...
Well, your lateness has actually started streaming. Because I think maybe I'll get up there and I'll quack and Dunkpot won't be there. No goodbye, no see you later, no nothing. You just left. I don't know much, but I know that. Shit, what is this quote? What is he quoting? I forget. This is so familiar. Oh, this is Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting. No, I beat. Okay, Rats typed it in the chat, but I swear I was saying it no lava before. I knew it sounded so familiar. I had it, man. It was on the tip of my tongue. Thank you guys for all the support. And you know what? Don't worry. I won't let your support down. We'll start off today's stream by playing a little bit of Twitch integration. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to deliver flawless gameplay so that you know you supported a god gamer.
Goes to show you.
10 to 20 Ti? Kurluck, what is your logic of the numbers 10 to 20? All right? Because usually when chat is trying to abuse their supportive behavior, they try to be manipulative. They're like, oh, it should be this number to this number for some reason. You just rolled up and you were like, fuck it, 10 to 20. You didn't even give a reason. You were just like, that's the range, bitch. At least if you're gonna manipulate the streamer, you got to give some kind of logic where you're just like, oh, 10 people shit themselves when they saw that, I don't know, I can't think how 20 would relate. 10 times 20 equals 200 subs. Don't help him out. God damn it, he couldn't think of it himself. God, no. He probably didn't even put that together himself. Why would you help him? Literally, Yoke does TI with 6 to 11 range. I was in his streams. If he's winning 6 to 11 ranges, he's playing on baby mode. There's no way this boy is pulling that off first try. He maybe after hours and hours, if he had my settings, he could get one, maybe. But I even doubt. I doubt it. Did you guys see Britt's message, his sub message? Literally just said, if you guys weren't here yesterday, so first off, that's my brother, Britt. Yo. He's been getting back into Noita recently. I do have a YouTube video from like a year plus ago, you know, over a year ago, where I was teaching him how to play Noita. Yes, he's my brother, and somehow after like, you know, 4 years, he had never even played Noita, which was disgusting. I told him all the time to play. I tell him all the time it's the greatest single player game ever. And he plays a ton of games, but for some reason he just avoided Noita like the plague. Partially because I think he's a roguelike noob. Roguelikes do challenge you. And he's a little bit of like, he likes the easy games. He's playing like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Mario. You know what I mean? Those are all the same kind of little kiddie games. We play the real shit in here. We play Noita. We play where the sweaty gamers go. Wasn't he recommending Expedition 33? Well, isn't Expedition 33 supposed to be about the experience and everything, not necessarily like the most challenging game? I don't know. I just thought it was supposed to be about the story was like what made it so special. I thought you were saying he plays bad easy games. No, not bad easy games, but I'm just saying easy games. You know, some people when they get off work or whatever they're doing that day, get off class, they don't want to be like punched in the face by a very challenging game. So that's why they don't load up Noita, because they know Noita's gonna fight back. Noita, you have to bust out your strengths. You have to use your brain. My brother texted me he texted me a video the other day because he has all the streaming software, you know, to capture his monitor and stuff. But no, he had a build in Noita that he thought was unique. He recorded it with his phone and then he texted it to me, and I can only assume I mean, like, he had some brain damage, maybe he had a car wreck right before it, because it was literally just the damn it, I keep forgetting that spell's name. It's a spell that I don't use very often. Yeah. So basically the glittering spell, the glittering field. It was a wand spamming glittering field, and he was so proud of it. He recorded it and sent it to me, and I was like, wait, what? And so I sent him back question, and he responded, big build. That was literally his only response. I haven't talked to him since. That was literally the last message we exchanged, was big build. And I guess he wanted to remind the chat that he's got, I mean, you can literally see that there. Okay, that's too blurry to see, but let me, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. Yeah, see right there, it says big build, and then there's the video. There's the video. You don't want to see it again. It was literally just him spamming. Actually, hold on. Maybe I can. That's it. It was just him spamming glittering field. I know it's blurry as hell for you guys, but you don't need to see it anyways, because it's just nonsense. He was very proud of that build. Bro is having a magical new guy moment. That's wholesome. But see, that's what it doesn't make as much sense. Because yes, when you're a new guy, that kind of stuff is like, oh shit. But he has several wins. He has many wins. I guess because we trained him in his Noita play, so that he has, you know, he knows how to get a dub. It made him skip some of the kind of like, you know, wow moments of really simple stuff where you're just like, wait a second, did all that toxic sludge just get converted by a drip of water? Usually you discover that when you're on your journey to your first win. He's probably like, I don't know, 10 plus wins in, and he's like, did that water just solidify on top of that lava? It's like, what? You should provide more encouragement rather than scoffing. No, I'm not trying to shit on his day. I'm just saying, I don't know if he was trolling on that one. He may have been doing a little bit of trolling. He the other day, he shared a Discord call with me, and he was running an ad mana wrapping build. I was like, well done. Well done. Dunk is a gatekeeper for his having fun shaming his own brother. Okay, hold on. You don't even start that, because we all equally laugh at Force whenever he records his screen with his phone. All right. Don't try to twist this just because it's not Force that's capturing his screen with his phone. All right. So anyways, Britt, thank you for the sub. I still don't fully know if you were being like kind of innocent with that video you sent, or if there was something else we were supposed to see and you just were too lazy to explain it. So you just said big build. I guess I'll find out when I talk to him in like a day or so. I have a run idea. Big build. Big build plus. Big build run. We'll see. We'll see. First let's get the Twitch integration run out of the way, and then we'll do big build flex run. Give me one warm up. How about that, chat? Am I allowed one warm up? I think so. What happened to your sub count?
Nope.
I mean, there was a ton of gifted subs. I got the biggest scam train ever in the history of my channel. Level 21 scam. And nothing was happening. I was literally just on the load-in screen. In fact, you know, almost half of them happened when I wasn't even on the screen. It was just the countdown timer. Kurla gifted 200 subs, and then Thelina gifted 200 on top of that, and then all hell broke out. So, yeah, it was pretty wild.
Chat makes me laugh, sending me into a moral crisis.
That's a good thing, right? That's hopefully. I think. Possibly. Nodulin, thank you for the bits. Dorian Latronus, yes. Thank you for the Prime 5-monther. Hello, Mr. Streamer. I hear this is the best stream on Twitch for stalling. For content, I think is what you typoed that last one. Yes, the best stream on Twitch for content. This is true. These are all facts, and I appreciate you. Teleportitis? I mean, if you guys really want me to, sure, I can show you what a teleportitis win looks like. And you know what? I think if we get a win on this one, it means that we can't do any more TI for the rest of the day, wouldn't you say? Because it means we'll be farming too many wins. We got our event coming up quickly. Got to be careful. Apparently that was a fake. Oh! Just as I planned it.
By the way, since the mod
Damn,
re-enables
son, where'd you
streaks,
find this?
you'll get streaks and dailies, so you could passively accumulate a streak and show all the doubters who's the real god gamer is. Given you don't play TI, of course, hee hee.
I got this one. Hee hee. What just hurt me? What the hell is that about? Oh, because it was a worm. Damn it. No, I need that. What? What? Oh. Remember, I get this win. We just jump in the daily run. We say, fuck all these other TI doubters. That if I one run in, just instantly get a dub, that means the chat isn't even worth my time in TI.
Nope.
Ooh, no, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. Oh, fine. Everything is fine. Okay, that's cool. My God. Fuck it. Dude, it's like permanently part of my character? Woo! Okay, okay. Alright, alright. I'm cooking. You guys put a beacon in a place that actually may protect me. Curse, go away! I got 6 seconds to get out of this mountain without getting hit. Oh no. This is a problem. Actually, what if I get hit? I'm gonna go to the right. Let's do this, let's do this. Perfect. That's how I drew it up. That's how I drew it up. Now we just run on over to here. The chunky is a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's kind of freaking me out a bit. Oh, okay. You guys fucked up on this one. You guys fucked up. He just created a... Oh, no, 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 no! Oh! Chill! Oh, I'm lagging. I'm dropping frames. I'm getting DDoSed. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's unfortunate that happened right at the boss. I probably would have gotten a win. Probably. Listen, that was so lucky. You know it was lucky. I don't know why. Normally the dragon goes like, he'll do like a little drive-by. For some reason that dragon was like, he latched on to me. He wouldn't let go. The range is 10 to 20, but I get 3 attempts. I'm clarifying because I know one of you guys, when I win on the 3rd attempt, you're like, wait, I thought I was you lost the other 2 though. I only have to win 1 time out of 3 attempts. That's the rules. You're out? What is this, baby attempts? What? Old man rules. The range is 10 to 20. 10 to 20. You're out too? 2 tries? Come on. Not 3, 2. This is bait. This is such bait. Fine. 2 attempts. This is bullshit. It's too hard. Exactly, indoor cat. Exactly. Fine. 2 attempts. Okay. 3 is fair? Some people are saying 3 is fair. 3 is still a no.
Nope.
3 is... Okay. Okay. They almost baited me into 2. They almost... Just do 3. Okay. Okay. 3 attempts. 3 attempts. You guys almost baited me into 2. I knew I wasn't cheating. I was like, that seems really fair to me. But you guys are just being a pain in the ass. 3 attempts. I only have to win 1. The range is 10 to 20 because 10 times 20 is 200. Don't question it.
Chat, he can't win BABYRANGE, so he can have 3 attempts here.
Because 10 times 20 is 200, and we got two separate 200 bombs today. 1 from Kurluk and 1 from Thelina. So that is why I'm about to show them some God Gamer gameplay on the blessed 10 to 20 range. Let's do it, chat. Let's do it.
I will sweat.
Saturn, thank you for the 4-monther. Love my bald unk. Sweet, I caught another accidental Northern Lion sub. I'll take it. He's the only bald streamer I know of. The one and only. Bets are officially closed. Let's go. Let's do it. Aqua, thank you for the bits. Let's go. Chat's just yapping.
This guy right now, he is
Moon has luscious long hair. What are you talking about? Come on. Folded eggs for the 3-monther. I'm here for the Foxgirl. First off, you've been here for 3 months. There's no way that image even existed 3 months ago. I don't think. Wouldn't it be funny if I were to have really bad luck this stream? Darg, don't worry. You believed as you should.
I literally typed tier 100 instead of DNKMI brain dead.
These are 2 things you've been spamming in the channel. Moist mobbing and bits. New game plus enemies as your very first vote? Don't forget I get 3 attempts.
You're just fucking dying, okay?
I get 3 attempts, so... If you guys use up all your luck in the first one, that's fine with me.
Google, show me this guy's balls, please.
It was the second vote, you numbskull? Oh yeah, the black hole thing, I forgot. Okay, it's still pretty much first vote. First vote that I entered the mines in, how about that? Not bad, not bad. Yeah, that part's a little bit bad. I'm a little concerned that the acid is going to be like at a really... There we go. Really unfortunate position. Just as I predicted. And I prepared for. Give me all the gold. Oh, oh, oh! He is spicy. A new game plus box or something? Why is it just tanking this? What? is the seed? Good work, chat. Good work. Fuck you guys. What am I doing? First attempt is going well. Even though we're in New Game Plus, we're thriving.
Now comes the part where the floor heads back and laugh. Ready?
You're laughing, but you fucked up. That's how I roll. That's how I roll. Oh! A bit closer than I would have liked. Ease. Unethical wand? What? My wand's unethical? Something just hurt me. What? Hold up. Cause of death, bad financial decisions? Hold up. Well, this is new. This is not correct. Hold up. You had no money? Yeah, but that... Read indoor cat? Oh, I added that. I'm sorry, Dunk. What? Hold on, that shouldn't count. You guys are adding in things that fucking kill insta me and I don't even know about them till I get insta during a bet? Wait, that's not fair. It wasn't instant? Oh, is it like money shot? Makes it where when you have no money, you get hurt when you fire your wand? That's so... Hold up. Here's the problem I have with that. Here's my beef. You're right, it's unfair. You deserve to win that run. You should lock it in as a win. I agree, Indoor Cat. Here's my problem with that. Is we have had that in this for years in Twitch integration.
Next time build one that shoot even faster.
No, that's what's bullshit though. We have had that in Twitch integration for years. And it doesn't hurt you when you run out of money. It just, you get extra damage when you have, it spends your money and it gives you extra damage. It doesn't hurt you. But the tooltip did say so. It wasn't that way before. Times change. Reading is hard. It's the same thing I've always... You literally read the tooltip? No, I mean, I didn't read the tooltip. It was like, oh, that's the one that we always have. Was looking through some of the less used outcomes and thought I'd try to buff some of them.
Time that new software versions can be released. POGCRAZY.
So here is Money Shot. Now it removes 5 gold instead of 3 and deals 3% of the player's maximum HP if the player is too poor. Hopefully no manifest issues. I was not told about this. Nobody told me there was a patch note. This is like if the devs hid the patch notes. They're supposed to be like whenever you load in, love the death message. No, hold up. Let's be clear. That is not a patch note. Exactly. This is not like this. It should be when I load in here, there should be patch notes. That would be the fair thing. Public GitHub is hiding patch notes. They didn't tell me it was there. It wasn't a month ago. It's never happened before. Okay, I have 2 more attempts. If I die to another hidden feature of an update fucking in the last month or some shit. 1 attempt down. Attempt number 2. Which that one, you're lucky I'm being a generous god on this one. You're lucky. How could you die on that? You have an economics degree? The degree doesn't... What? This is unrelated. I'm locked in. Sorry, Chad. I'm a little distracted. I hate this thing. It lasts so long. It's crazy. Pretty much just have to walk right up to him and just shoot him in the face. Ooh.
There is high chance that information about that was displayed when you started TI 28 days ago.
Information that
But instead
says...
of reading it, you were too busy yapping nonsense.
No. Now you're talking about hypotheticals. You're not even saying something that you know is factual. You're just saying, you know, it could have done this. It could. I'll tell you what it did. It probably popped up on the screen. It did pop up on the screen, saying that there was a change. That's it. It didn't tell what was changed. Just saying that there is a change. Told me the files probably said money buff or whatever has changed. It should say the change. Dude, this is kind of crazy. We're getting surrounded by damn bees.
Dunk, are you telling me you don't read all the release notes for every piece of software you use on your computer? What next? Not reading terms of service or the entire tax code. Face palm.
Oh, I really wish you guys could
My
see
bad,
this
my
guy.
bad.
He is drenched in sweat.
Alright, we just need to afford a wand. That's all we need. Teleportitis. I gotta make the move. I gotta make the move. Even though I have Repulsion Black Hole, I don't have a wand that can use it yet. This is our moment. This is our moment to get the dub, even with chat cheating. I need that wand, though. Oh, that's a little scary. Ow. That is also scary. Is okay. Nice.
You are now all weaving manually.
Oh my gosh, somehow Steve died and he countered him. Did you see that? Because it did the... Oh no. That is a bit of a problem. You're now all weaving manually. This is okay.
Can't wait for DunkBot 2.0 release. I want to read the patch notes that will display on chat with every information what changed in regard to the previous bot.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you. Very good point. Big Steve? Okay, hold on. 285.
Why are you sprinting? Take the fight!
You guys see this as balanced? Is that what's happening right now? You're like, this seems really reasonable and balanced.
Cuba
No! You got so lucky on that one. You know you did. There was a freeze modifier there. I just needed enough gold to buy it, and then I was fucking out of there. What were you saying about having 3 attempts? There's a reason I said 3 attempts and not 1. Because I still have 1 left. Which means I still am going to get this dub. Why do you do this to yourself? It's blatantly unfair. Chat never wants a fair fight.
But you just pointed to all of me.
Their idea of a fair fight is with me with 1 arm tied behind my back and a blindfold on. And they say now it's a fair fight. But you know what? I'll still win this shit.
You can do it drunk.
Do it.
And then we'll have a shop right after this. This one's for you, believers. This is for all the Noita gods out there.
He is drenched in
I'm winning this for you. Ultimate, stay a hater. Let me show you why you should be a believer. Linear arc, no problem. You know, I just realized the linear arc thing doesn't actually give us the damage buff. It literally only changes the direction of the projectiles. How is that? That's even more stupid than I thought.
You are a god gamer, so we need to handicap you to see some thrilling gameplay.
Okay. I can't shoot that guy. The angle in which he's floating is just not possible for me. As long as this doesn't drop like a bomb or some shit, it was fine. Oh my gosh, there's just so many explosives. Dude, there's too many explosives. Like, yeah, you like that? Somehow still explosives. Still explosives. Alright, we're good. Oh, baby. I hear you, RNGesus. I hear you. Don't worry, I won't let you down. A backup one? Wish I had the money. I would like to grab a backup, but no can do. Water into... Okay. Alright. Fuck it. Nice work, chat. Nice work. We got this shit. We got this, believers. You can sit back, relax. You know what? Go ahead and start typing out your speeches for how the doubters deserve this loss, because they're gonna need to be put in their place whenever they're complaining. I'm gonna need your help. There's something here. Need that wand. Could have a boss killer on it. Not really. Oh, keep that away from me. Keep that away from me. No, 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 no. Do not let it near me. Not bad, not bad. So we don't have a boss killer still, and that makes me a little nervous. Just a little. Just a little. Good work, chat. Keep it up. Keep it up. That's fine. Oh, wait. We can't teleport. Can we? Here, how about we do this while we're waiting? Seconds. Woo! That was a good try. You did your best. It wasn't good enough, but it was your best. Random projectile effect. Nice. Is there any wands? Kind of hurting for a wand right now. Okay, we're at the bottom. I think that's a fake. Yeah, that is a fake. No, no, no,
I fear the moist mob.
Jobless Steve, thanks for the love, Jobless. Appreciate the kindness. A little distracted at the moment because we are doing a Twitch integration run and we have a bet riding on this one. Chad has been doing a great job on killing off the Steves though, and I appreciate your hard work on that one. What was that? Ominous liquid. We can kick the boss to death with never skip leg day. That is a possible strategy. It's not my favorite strategy, but it, oh my god, it can work. That's something. Oh! Oh!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, okay. I'm with you, I'm with you. The legs are actually coming in kind of useful right now. Oh! No! Wait! Dude. Fucking spider legs. They were useful for like 5 seconds and then they gave us a guaranteed death. If you guys don't know how the Lukey legs work, It removes your ability to levitate. This is why Lukey legs are dog shit. And there's always some fucking chatter in there. They're like, Lukey legs are actually a high tier perk because they're trying to bait in new guys to ruin their future runs with Lukey legs. It's actual trash. You do not have the ability to levitate anymore. So if the ground is removed beneath you, you just fall.
So you going to keep talking your shit, Lil UNC?
What? Come on!
Talk you talked about chat helping being smug. Now put the loss in the bag with my fries, UNC.
God damn it. I'm not sure. Like, so right here.
Spin.
If right here the ground. Oh fuck. If right here the ground is taken away beneath me, even though that one leg is touching the wall, I think I still fall here. I don't think it actually even the one leg. It looks like it would help you, but I think you still fall. One more run just to hypothetically overcome the no updates notes reading in the first run. You know what? I think we are due for a hypothetical. I'll read the streaks afterwards. Give me one hypothetical, like Force is saying. I don't think it even touches the ceiling. That one that was reaching really high, it did look like it was like 2 or 3 pixels away. I wonder if that one even. Yeah, I don't know if that even counts there. Forgot the bingo. Oh yes, Rosalina, and then I'll get you. Wait, Rosalina, I did want to see the. I'm trying to remember the moment I was damaged by my own bomb. Was I damaged by my own bomb? Oh no, the crystal that blew up right in my face. I do remember that one. The worm. The worm destroyed the crystal because you guys voted something to spells to worms, which led to it exploding right in front of me. Oh, and a dynamite. That's true too. Got hit twice actually. I was gonna top up your subs to the nearest 1,000, but after that throw, I'll give them to a real Noita God Gamer Pirate Software. Hilarious, Chad. Hilarious. Fuck. We were there. The win was in the bag. Thelina and Kurluk would have been so happy that they supported a God Gamer. They would have been like, I supported the right guy. Instead, I got scammed by those fucking Lukey legs. Scammed by the leg! Oh my gosh, and I'm slowly starving to death because you guys voted in the bullshit. Okay. Countering bullshit with bullshit. It's the only move. Don't worry, we'll be fine. We'll maybe be fine, yeah. I meant to teleport a little bit better there. That was a mistake. Circle of Vigor? This is kind of a crazy seed. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. If you're curious what that ticking sound is because chat voted they got lucky and it gave me a random perk and it was eat your vegetables in the very first area. Eat your vegetables basically just means I'm starving to death. What the hell? Oh. Well, okay, I hadn't seen this combination before. That's kind of interesting. Guess we're not going to have any money for the rest of the run. So we don't have a boss killing method. Maybe that makes sense. Is that stupid? think that's good. Wait. Formation that could have had a wand, it just didn't. Because why would it have a wand? That's just too helpful. I'm gonna chill for a moment, wait out the curse. That doesn't help us at all, I don't think. Oh boy. Dude, that noise is so frustrating. Pissing me off. Where are the wands at? Oh. No Giga Pudding for you, chat. You don't deserve Giga Pudding. What is going on? Screw it, I guess we're kind of all in on the last mountain. Gotta hope that we get a perk that can kill the boss, otherwise we are screwed. We are screwed. Oh my gosh, if I had rushed, we would have killed... Oh my god, I would have killed him with acid. You guys are so ballsy doing that one. This is getting kind of scary. What is happening? Oh, the frozen... Because I grabbed the frozen field, if a projectile hit me, it would instantly get me stuck. Yeah, that's why you don't take freeze field. I just figured I'm towards the end. Oh.
Respectfully chat, what even was that tele beacon lol?
The tele beacon makes a little bit of sense because they do that because tele beacon's kind of stupid with our ranges. Because tele beacon isn't tele beacon. It's not like, oh, now you can't teleport. It's that now you can't do anything that jumps your character some distance. Well, that means that even if I kill the boss, I have to wait for the tele beacon to end before I can end the run. So if I somehow come up with a method to like speed up the boss kill, it won't matter if the tele beacon is still sitting there. I wait it out. So by voting in tele beacon, they guarantee I cannot end the run until I wait out that timer, which is pretty bullshit. Oh yes, Mind's Eye. Thank you for the reminder. Let's test it out. Let me check. So Mind's Eye actually got tired of me jumping all over with my list and organized it so that now the note will have them in the correct order so I can just read from the top and just go down. I know, we have the technology. It's true. It's true. Long overdue. We can sort lists now. It's pretty amazing. It's beautiful.
Dunk, I am happy to support your professional MLB career as a pitcher.
I make one little mistake. One little mistake, and all of a sudden I'm throwing on a fucking Major League Baseball level. Get the hell out of here. Cosmic Well, congratulations on the 7th streak. You two there. Koryo.
Oh my god, 5 years didn't even pass. Holy fucking shit, the technology.
Ricky Reb, Sweet Meat Baby Feet, Virtual Butt, Virus Mad, Lazy Clover, or Clazy Clover. Can't even read it. Evan 99, congrats to all you guys on the 7 streaks. -7s going out to Arc Random and Crouchenhoff. Crouch, congratulations. Both of the -7s, just so you know, you get a cosmetic for being wrong 7 times in a row. It's in your backpack at the little dunce cap. It's if you just type !equip space Baka, we call it the Baka dunce cap. If you want to put it on your sweatling, it just, yeah. There you go. That's what you get for being wrong. Back-to-back 7 streaks going out to Jack Gordon, Lovely Bears, The Joker, Dayxs, Zatarius.
Streak losses being a giant one line though?
No, they're still that way, I think. Subpar, Far Alone, Gibble Wibble, John LG1 and Ravencorp. Holy crap, that was a lot of 14 streaks. What? That was all those streaks, and we made it to the final mountain on that one run with the spider legs. Wait, did we make it to the last mountain twice? Oh my god. Artorius, congratulations. Oh wait, never mind. That's my bad. You were, congratulations, you were almost a genius. You almost stood atop all the peasants and got to spit down on them. It just didn't quite work out that well. Thank you, Mind's Eye, for organizing this mental note. It did. It was something I put off forever, and now we don't have to wait for Dunkbot 2.0 to have an organized list. Mind's Eye is a goddamn hero. Thank you, Mind's Eye. Shop's a bit late. Yes, let's do a shop. Okay, we're gonna do our second shop of the day, and then after the shop finishes, you guys are gonna help me decide on what our long run for today is gonna be, because we've done a little bit of Twitch integration. We're tired of the chat's just tired of seeing the cheaters out there. We don't want to see the cheaters prevail. You disgust me. So we'll decide on what our long run is going to be. I'll need your help in a moment. Don't go throwing it out. All right, I'm back. What did you guys decide for today's run? Oh yes, short man. Run idea: big build, big build plus. Record with phone and send to Britt at some point for bonus. I do really like this idea. That's a solid one. If we did do the big build plus run, that means, especially if we wanted to focus on doing it in a way that would make Britt say, wow, it'd have to involve Glittering Field, because that was what he was using. Glittering Field is one of the more disappointing spells, I feel like, in Noita, but maybe there's something spicy we could add to it. Hold on, chat. Give me a moment. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think how we... So, my problem with the Glittering Field run, I think this could be a really funny one, because I could send it to my brother at the end. If you guys don't know, while he has gotten several wins in Noita, he's still kind of like a noob, because he's like a trained... We taught him how to play Noita in the early days, so he knows what it takes to get a win, but there's still a ton of the game that he just is like completely clueless about. Like, he's never been to a parallel world or any of that kind of advanced stuff. But anyways, the other day he saw the spell Glittering Field and thought it was like amazing, so he sent me like a jank-ass video where he was recording with his phone just showing Glittering Field. I don't know, he was shocked by it. So I do think it would be funny to do something with Glittering Field, but there's a chance we could do a run based around Glittering Field and not see it until we're 4 hours into our run. So it kind of cancels out the flavor, right? Like, But then, do we just spawn it in at the beginning? Do we cheat GUI it in? And that feels a little bit too, you know? Have somebody find a seed? Ooh, sorry, I punched the mic. Okay. Sorry to your ears. I didn't mean to punch the mic. That's not a bad idea. Glittering Field in the first mountain seed. And we do a run there. Okay, what's the seed? Here is going to be the seed that we're going to be on. Let me drop in the chat then. Seed. There's the seed that we're going to play on. The reason we're choosing this seed is because it has a pretty shit spell. Well, I guess maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll find something we like about it. It's got a spell called Glittering Field. It's a really kind of cool looking spell, but actually for most runs has felt pretty pointless. Like, it's one of those spells that I just don't even think about. I pass over it all the time. But my brother, when he was playing recently, discovered it, and for some reason recorded a jank video with his phone saying, you know, big build. I don't know. He thought it was like badass. So what we're going to do is we got to flex on him. So we're going to do a Glittering Field build that hopefully will be worthy of me recording my fucking build and sending it back to him and saying big build. That's the goal. To make it a more tangible, like something that we know. What will be the deciding moment that our build is big build? What's the deciding moment that we officially hit big build status? Britt says it's good. When Britt says it's good, that's the qualification. I'll like wake him up. Britt, wake up. Is this build any good? He's like, big build. When the game will lag when you shoot it. Okay, the deciding factor is game lag. All right, so here's going to be the deciding build. We're going to do a Glittering Field build, which is pretty much a a build you wouldn't really run very often willingly because it's likely not going to be that impressive, but who knows? This is how discoveries are made. When you force yourself to run a build that, you know, pushes you out of your comfort zone. Now, with that said, how many orbs would be a good amount of orbs to kill on like Kolmi or whatever? Because we just did 11 orbs the other day.
I really wish you guys could see.
Roulette? Ooh. I like that. Glittering field, big build, roulette. Let's go, baby. That's it. We're doing it roulette style. If you want to flex on your brother, make it occupy half your screen and go crazy. Oh, yeah. I feel like we do, like, damage will be an important factor, but there also needs to be, like, the visual. There's got to be the flex factor, right? It's got to look nice. And so the problem with the just the visuals, it's hard to say, like, you know, hey, this looks cool. Somebody else may say that looks lame. So it's very, very opinionated, right? And so I'd rather have at least a tangible thing to be like, oh, you have to kill whatever orb amount boss, which is going to be a roulette boss with the glittering field, and then we'll also on top of that, just for the fun of it, make it look cool if we can. But for those that are looking to follow along on the seed that we're doing today, let me see if I can make sure to get the right one. I'm going to use a seed changer. If you don't know how to set the seed on a run, because maybe you've never done it before, just hit install mods using workshop.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched.
And then type in seed changer. The one you're going to want is from Avasia. That is the one that that we tend to use. I mean, there's other ones out there. You just hit subscribe, but we already have it. And when you hit subscribe, boom, it adds it to your mods folder. And you can see that ours has been here for a long time. It's chilling right there. Seed changer. Once you have checked it, if you hit mod settings, you can set the seed to whatever Noita seed you want to play on, which apparently I can't control paste into it. So I have to literally type it out. 40838 2314. And don't worry, I'll talk through what we're doing.
I really wish you guys could see this guy right now.
Don't get ahead of yourselves. I see chat get a little spicy in there. They're like, what's happening? My pants are off. What's going on? 382314. Okay, yes, it is the correct one. I'll paste the seed again in chat in case anybody missed it. There it is. And hit apply. Start the run. So basically, this is still just a regular vanilla Noita run. The only difference is we are playing on a very specific seed. This seed that we're playing on is one that has glittering field in the first mountain. We are making this the focal point of our damage build. It doesn't mean we have to use it right from the beginning, but we would like to, as quickly as possible, incorporate this into our build and make it where we run around killing enemies with it. Now, the bets. Some of you are going to want to know about the bets. Hold. I see you squealing in there. I see you screaming. I should have drank all the Acceleradium. Oh, well. The way the bet is going to work is we're going to treat it kind of like a roulette run, where we just say, oh, we don't know how many orbs we're going to collect or how many bosses we're going to kill and all that stuff. But we will roll the roulette, and that will tell us what we have to do. Like, it'll tell us what kind of journey we're going on. I will try to make the glittering field the main focus of my damage build, but if we end up having to kill some bosses that are just like completely resistant to our current damage build, I will temporarily use other strategies to kill like a specific boss. But for Kolmi, the final boss, I will kill him with glittering field. That one I can guarantee. But pretty much, yes, it will be glittering field focus, but I don't want to hear some people trying to rule lawyer being like, oh, you killed the friendly boss with without glittering field. You killed it with the digging bolt. That is allowed, okay? Just to clarify, what's with the 3K craze? All right, I'll explain that too. I was just having to get all this information out there because the chat is already squealing and going nuts. But if you're interested, for the rest of today's stream, because we have passed 3,000 subs for my first time ever in 6 years as a streamer, Purdy Mouth created a little cosmetic to commemorate those who stopped by during today's stream. If you type, let me do it right now. You only have to type it one time, but what you're looking for is you want to see a response from the bot. Thoughts on changing the color of glittering just to flex? Oh yeah, I think that could be nice. We'll see how the run goes, but that one probably would require a spark shift, probably. But we'll try if we can just do it with the regular glimmers. So exclamation mark 3K. That's it.
Please, sir, don't forget bets. Let us gamble.
I know. Exclamation mark 3K is all you need to type. When you hit enter, what you're looking for after you type this is you want to see that the bot said your name. See, it says DunkBot said my name amongst the. It seems like a whole group of people. It usually says you. It says the groups together. So if you have a hard time finding your name, it's better to wait till it slows down. But if you type it again later, the bot will not say your name again. It only says it the first time you type it in because you can only be given the cosmetic one time. So now that I have the cosmetic, it doesn't matter what I do. I don't have to equip it. I don't have to do shit. I could come back. You could leave the stream for a year. Come back a year later, it will still be in your backpack waiting for the day that you put it to use. It's just a little cosmetic, a fun thing in the channel. Yes, new guys, you can type it as well. You will get it too. If you don't know how to look at your backpack, I'm sure you're somebody around here. Yeah, see, look, Scan Death is checking his backpack right now and says they own 35 items. When you click the link, they can literally see what cosmetics they have, and specifically what you're looking for is to see that you have the mob mentality, which is to celebrate today's 3K. They can see that they created by Purdy Mouth. It is chilling in their backpack. In fact, there's already 597 people that own the mob mentality. Thanks again for the great cosmetic, Purdy, and thank you again to everybody for the love and support, and just for having the stream open. It means a lot to me. Back to the gameplay. So this is basically just a roulette run with Glittering Field as our main thing. The reason I wanted to point out the 3K message thing first is because when I open the bets, you guys are going to be spamming even more. So I figured, you know what, it was probably better to explain it, the 3K, before I open the bet. So Noita Roulette Glittering Build Run. So yeah, in the title I'll put Big Build or whatever. Bigger Build Run. Bets are open. If the roulette will not roll till I reach the Holy Mountain. If you're a new guy, there's so much shit going on. It's probably overwhelming. So just try to sit back and you'll eventually get a grasp on things. There you go. The caps may be a little bit too much. May get people too excited. It just says the title just says Noita Roulette Bigger Build Run. Probably not going to be the craziest build that you would expect, but Glittering Field is pretty. Yeah, it's something. Pretty crazy. All right, we can finally play the game. It only took us like 5 hours, but we're here. Back to the action. So if you can hear my voice and you're watching the stream live, you don't have to type exclamation mark 3K this moment, but you have to do it before the stream ends today. Once the stream ends, what I do is I lock up the cosmetic, and the only people that will ever have it in the channel are the ones that basically we're here for. I mean, you can trade. You can always trade it away. So if you're a new guy and you're like, I don't even know what that is, you can just type it, and then maybe like a month from now, somebody says, hey, you know, would you be willing to trade your blah, blah, blah? And you're like, oh, I didn't even know I forgot I had that. I didn't even care about it. And you can trade it away. It's yours to do whatever you want with it. But for the people that want to type the command, it won't work. The command doesn't work after the end of stream. No, you cannot. These are cosmetics. They're not allowed to be sold for real money. No real money involved. No black market. You, sir, have one of the coolest channels on Twitch for your community, it must be said. Oh, thank you there, Colton. I appreciate you. I think, I've been thinking this for years now, that because we're going to be making some upgrades to the bot, and I think that'll be when I really have achieved something that is at least a bit. Because like right now, the current system we have here is not necessarily the hardest thing to create. It's more about being consistent and making sure that, you know, that the community enjoys it. It isn't like very difficult to pull off.
I think
that's part of the reason it can be kind of fun to take part in it, is because whenever you take part in systems and channels, sometimes you don't know if it's just going to be around for like a week or a month or whatever, but we've been doing it every day for 6 years, so makes it where it's like, okay, if you actually spend some time collecting good cosmetics, you know you're going to have them for as long as I'm around, which will hopefully be for many years. Until I get hit by a car tomorrow, which would be unfortunate. There's something else I was going to respond about the cosmetic system. Oh, to the Colton over there saying the kind words about the system. It means a lot to me. And, I mean, honestly, when it comes to people supporting the channel, it's one of those things that I kind of always wanted people to get, like, to feel like they were supporting something worth supporting, if that makes sense. Because right now, I feel like it'll probably always be this way, let's be real. But it's pretty much as you guys are watching this greasy nerd play some Noita, and you're just like, you're throwing out support. And that's awesome of you. But I would like it where it felt like, I don't know, you got more value, if that makes sense. Like you felt like you were supporting something that wasn't just a greasy man-child. So that's whenever I started working or starting to come up with the idea of an upgrade to the system that would actually feel more worth it. I don't know if that's the right word for it. So DunkBot 2.0 has been something that's been cooking for years now. And don't worry, you don't lose any of your current stuff. All it does is it takes the current realm that we work in and it adds more to it. Just tons more features, all that kind of stuff. Some people are not going to give a shit about the upgrades, which that's fine. But some people, I think, will be like, all right, here we go. And it's a way to incorporate those guys from YouTube and all that. They won't have to be here for the Twitch stream, and yet they'll still be able to have, I think, a bit of a presence in the community, if that makes sense. So we'll see, we'll see. Did you start your streaming career with Noita? I actually started streaming. So I had recently left my job where I worked in library systems for almost a decade, and I just wanted kind of a change of scenery. Just wanted to do something different. And when I was changing careers, essentially, I started streaming in my free time, and I was actually just playing old school Pokemon, which was like Generation 1, because I have a ton of fond memories of it as like a kid. I love old school Pokemon. That was the good stuff. And during that time, started to gather a little community of like, 5 to 10 peeps that would hang out with me pretty regularly. And then Noita released in early access, and I saw it posted on Reddit, and I was like, this looks really cool. So I told my Pokemon peeps, that community of like 5 to 10 guys, I said, guys, I'm going to check out this Noita game. I'll be back in a couple days. We're going to stream it Noita for a few days, and then we'll be back on that Pokemon life. The Pokemon guy's been waiting about 6 years now. I think they're a little pissed off with me, but guys, fuck you. I didn't know that I mean, who the hell goes into a game like, this is going to be the best game I ever, like the greatest single player game of my life. Just assumed it was going to be a cool time. Fungal shifts. Oh, thank you, low cost. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you. But yeah, I didn't go. I thought Noita looked like an awesome game. I didn't think, wow, this game will change my life. Was not what I not the thinking process I went through when I saw a GIF of it. Don't forget the pouch. Yes, where was that pouch? I remember I was kind of backtracking for it, but then we got yapping, and then I lost my position. Bit of a noob. Is there a way to use Matter Eater in a more consistent manner? I haven't always cast Wand, and but with the Matter Eater, sometimes it shoots through the entire screen. Sometimes it's about the speed of the projectile. A fast-traveling projectile like a magic arrow is really shit at Matter Eater. If you can get a slow-traveling projectile, the one that's known, kind of famous with Matter Eater, is Slime Ball. Slime Ball moves it travels for a long time, but it moves kind of slow. So if you attach a Matter Eater to this thing will dig like way further than it's like probably the distance of like 3 black hole shots in one Matter Eater slime ball shot. So slower projectiles do better with the Matter Eater. Music notes shine with Matter Eater for the fact they make it infinite, but in general, if you had an always cast Matter Eater, which I think is what he said on his wand, it was always cast, I wouldn't recommend, I wouldn't recommend using music notes because it's already infinite.
The one that's famous with Matter Eater is the only usage of Expanding Sphere. That one is insane. Slime Ball is the normie one.
What? Slime Ball is better than Expanding Sphere, I'm pretty certain, isn't it? For the Matter Eater. What are you using the silver for? We're not using it for the silver, it's that we need the pouch. The pouch allows us to carry fungus, and the fungus can get your character high. And then whenever your character gets high in the game, it causes these things called fungal shifts to take place. Fungal shifts take materials in your world and just like delete one of them and it replaces it. So, for example, picture any 2 materials in the game. Choose like something simple like water and lava. What can happen is because of a fungal shift, it can take all the water in your world and it deletes it and it replaces it with lava. So you have 2 forms of lava. You have water, you have the original lava, And then you have the replaced water version of lava, which is, we just call it lava transformed. So lava and lava transformed. That's just an example. It can be any two materials that are in the fungal shifting pool. I'm kind of walking around aimlessly. Let's go ahead and get moving on. Let's roll the roulette. I need to get to the action, and we need to do a shop anyways. What, are we ready to go? We're ready for the roulettes? Everybody's in the bet, right? If you don't know, if you're new, basically you type exclamation mark yes if you think it will be successful today. You type exclamation mark no if you think we'll fail. Let me real quickly glance to make sure. We are on a seed that is supposed to have glittering filled in the first mountain, which it does. That's the only thing we know about the seed. I didn't really pay attention to any of the rest, and it doesn't matter. Because the whole point of our run today is supposed to be using glittering filled as our main damage wand as much as possible. We are allowed to branch out a little bit, but yeah. All right, is everybody in? Looking good with all those 3Ks, by the way. Looking real nice. Okay, are we ready to get to... so if you don't know why this roulette thing, it's because we don't know the challenge of the day. We don't know what kind of world we're going to be going into. What's our goals? What is our goals for today? This will tell us what our goals are for today. And it's not a mod or anything like that. It's literally a website called NoitaRoulette.com that can just give you a goal, tell you what you should try to do in the run. It's up to you to hold yourself accountable on if you're going to do that thing. But for us, we always deliver. We always do what it tells us to do in the roulette. Close bets beforehand? Yes, it is closing right now. I'm just waiting for the last people to get in their bets. Those last second believers. All right, bets are officially closed. There's no going back. Here we go. Today's challenge is going to be... Oh yeah, I'm supposed to cover my face and look down. Today's challenge... you probably can't even hear me that well. It is going to be... all right, we're gonna need some serious damage to take down the 0 orb Kolmi. He's gonna be beefy. All right, 5 fungal shifts, 0 orbs, 4 bosses. 504, 504. All right. Does this mean more TI after this 1 hour run? No, it's not gonna be 1 hour. We'll make it a nice build. Don't you worry. Shout out to Arntorius for creating that website. Let's go. All right, the star of the show. Right now it is limited on spellcast. Ooh, look at that. Healthy exploration. That is a huge early perk. Very nice. You gonna hurt yourself with glittering field? I totally forgot about that. It's been a long time since I used glittering field. Literally, probably like 2 years. Our goal is to get our hands on some Greek letters as soon as possible, or just anything that can make it where we can cast this unlimited, and then we'll start using it as our main damage, I think. So we don't want to waste the heal over there, not yet at least. That will come later. Well, that landed kind of perfect. Boom. Instant anger is kind of risky. Not really. Instant anger is risky if you end up kind of running ahead really quickly, because then yeah, you will have earlier Steves and stuff. But if you're angering the gods for the reason that I am, which is just to min-max all the resources out of the zone, Steve becomes a little bit of a kind of like a joke enemy. So yeah, angering the gods and then playing super fast afterwards is kind of like contradictory. It's like, well, why are you digging a hole in the mountain if you're not going to use it for the advantage that it offers? So yeah, in that case, you'll end up creating a problem for yourself. But if you use the opportunity to go back to the mountain to edit as many times as you would like, then your damage is going to be so crazy that, you know, fighting Steve and Big Steve early probably won't matter too much. With Fungal Zone existing, it's so worth it to break the mountain here if you don't have tele. Yeah, because you can just, carry the resources back and forth. It all depends on, like, what you're willing to do. Because, you know, in the earlier days, I remember I always felt like, I got to push forward. There's no reason to be backtracking. But as I, played the game more and more, I started to enjoy just kind of leeching zones for as much resources as I can, rather than just being like strong enough and then just moving on to the next area. Yeah, you can definitely get strong enough within just like being in this zone for a little while. You don't have to do this. It is an unnecessary thing in terms of like what's required to win. But I would say a necessary thing if you want to guarantee God runs on every single run. Does glittering work with damage field and homing? I don't know about homing, but I think damage field you get like a little bit of something on there, right? It may just be for like one frame at the beginning. I don't know, but we'll start attaching all kinds of modifiers and see which ones we can be happy with. In the past, we did play around with glittering field quite a bit, like years ago. I just never was super impressed with a lot of the results. But maybe we'll find something this time. Years later, some more toying around with it. Maybe we'll end up with something much nicer. Will Boomerang make glittering field homing if it has no owner? That is a great question. I don't know. I don't remember ever seeing glittering field home onto targets, so I mean, I wouldn't expect the boomerang effect. We'll see. We'll have to toy around with things. Like I said, we'll try to grab up lots of modifiers and just start throwing them on the glittering field and see the results from them. So interesting one, kind of scary. The recharge time is a little bit high with 0.98, but the mono charge is decent. It's an interesting one. I may end up using it. We'll see. Thank you. Once we are missing more than 60 health, if you look here, Healthy Exploration says every time you visit a new area, you regain 60 health. Well, if we're missing more than 60 health, then I don't have to be so kind of like alert or aware of where I'm walking. Because if I am full health, I want to make sure I don't accidentally step in a zone that's considered a new area, because then it just wastes the heal on nothing. But I'm missing over 60 health, so it's like, oh, I can walk over there. Will you play Path of Exile 2? I've played a little bit of it. I don't have many hours, like, I don't know, 8 hours or some shit, maybe 5 hours. It's not much. I actually played hardcore for like the little bit of time that I played. It was like day 1 of that early access stuff where the servers were just like blowing up and everything. Actually, maybe it was day 2 because then the servers were so shit on. I was like, screw this. Chance for Hidden Hearts. Yeah, I played it. I was a little sad, honestly. Whenever I heard of Path of Exile and I watched it and everything, I just never had gotten into it. So I feel like I really missed out. So I was waiting for... What spell refresh just dropped? I was waiting for Path of Exile 2, since I figured, that'll be where I can, not feel like I'm left behind. I can start fresh with everybody. But when I was playing it, I was like, it felt... It was a good game, but I was looking for something a little more multiplayer-y, if that makes sense. Which I guess you could just, party up with people. But I guess maybe I was expecting more of something feeling like an MMO experience. When it was more about like a solo grind, and it's more about the creativity of coming up with fun builds than it is about the, the multiplayer aspect of it. Did you see the Fate of Val teaser? No, I don't even know. What is that? What that? I did not. He's talking about Path of Exile 2. Oh, is it a new update? I usually do keep track of the trailers and stuff. I remember the last Path of Exile 1, big like new season or whatever had the pregnant trees or the pregnant there's like pregnant hand trees. There was just creepy trees that you could get pregnant, and it was part of the new season. Time's moving too quick. Damn, there's another heart formation that didn't pay out. Ooh, we did get a heart here, though. So we're actually going to get hit with a heal whenever we go into here, because it is considered a different biome. But then we immediately grab a heart afterwards, too. Good call on the reminder I need to collect the fungus. Why is time so slow now that I know the PoE 2 reveal in 4 days? Oh, shit. Is that what this is about? That's what he was talking about? Okay, hold on. Stupid dude. Had to murder him. Unstable tele, I like that. Run over here, grab this. That's a good wand. I'll drop my TNT for it. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stab this guy. Aha. Wait, where was that trailer? I wanted to see it. I lost it. There it is.
Than what this mortal flesh. I desire more than what this mortal flesh could provide me. And so now, my darling, I am yours.
Oh, I see. I see. To get the live reveal, and then just about a week later, they get to play it. I am jealous of Path of Exile players because first off, yeah, they got Path of Exile, which they loved. Then they got Path of Exile 2, which, you know, not everybody's like super down with it. But if you're a big Path of Exile fan, at the very least, Path of Exile 2, you can like hop on it whenever there's new content or new updates. And there's usually not content being added to Path of Exile during that time. Like they stagger the updates of like juicy content. So the Path of Exile players are pretty much always eating good. They're always getting the flavor. Permanent hype, help us. That's awesome though, right? Like that's, and not only that, but you can be a Path of, okay, so I guess it does suck a little bit because the Path of Exile 2 does cost to play right now because it's not, unless they change something. Did they change anything? Can you stop the video at 3 seconds? What are you just like staring at Booba? Is that what's happening? Enhance? Okay, keep your pants on. That'll work, thank you. Shut the hell up. That'll do. That'll do. What were you wanting to know? How'd I even die there? It even blocked. Even popped up block.
Oh, I really wish you guys could see this guy
So,
right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Whenever you have ambrosia on your character, it blocks all damage, and that is true. You can't even like drown yourself in that shit. But poly shots do like, I don't know, 6 damage, 7 damage, some low amount of damage, but they also poly you. So the ambrosia blocked the damage, the 7 damage, but you still got hit by the effect, which turned you into a sheep, and then your own projectile, which actually, what's kind of weird is that, did you have an egg with the damage spell in it? Oh, he shot it right before he... He's like, nobody beats my ass but me. Nobody beats my ass but me. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I believe the block is referring to the damage that it was trying to do. That, or maybe the, no, I don't think any ambrosia got onto the sheep's head. Block messages is from before the poly shot. No. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, it's just the ticking of the fire, isn't it? It's not even the damage of the poly shot. Which poly shot, wait, what did the poly say if it does damage? No, poly shot does not deal damage if a sheep's. Okay. So in the transition of player to sheep, it doesn't hurt you, but if you are a sheep and he hits you with a poly shot and you already are a sheep, you do die. Well, I think every sheep that he turns you into, I don't think there's a form of the sheep that can live through any of his poly shots. I don't think. But yeah, point is, poly shots can do damage to you, I guess, unless you are unless it is the one that's going to transform you. So if you sheep, no damage. If you sheep, then damage. Is there a sheep that you can turn into that can survive his shot? That's the part that I was curious about, that I'm actually like, I don't know on that one. Move that. I don't remember ever surviving a poly shot as a sheep. Like it's like 100% death chance. Actually gonna go out here for... Ooh! Projectile always does damage. Yeah, but the sheep that you turn into, I think, can vary in how much health you have. But I think all of it is under... All the HP amounts is under the amount of projectile damage that he does. Don't talk devil sheep down. It's the tank of the sheeps. It has 7.5 HP. Is it really 7.5? I knew it was more, like, because I think one of the sheeps have like 4 HP. That's like the little baby sheep. You're not going to survive. Shit. I'm not done with the zone, but I figured might as well get this set up here. Use this to wrap, I guess. Actually, if we do that... So right now, we still don't have the best builds for dealing with Steve. And we gotta keep in mind that we kind of went here early on it anyways. We still could get more damage out in the zone. I'm gonna go back up and get some. I just figured might as well check the mountain, because this will help us get through things faster. Maybe I don't want the... Oh, what was that? Never mind. We're good. Okay. Got that. There's an egg. Delayed spell cast. I don't like any of those.
Egg.
Egg. I'm gonna roll this. I don't want to deal with toxic sludge immunity. I mean, it's like lame. I want something more exciting. Alright, we'll take extra perk. It's not really that much more exciting, but it's something. Which toxic damage was relevant in vanilla? I mean, it's relevant, but I feel like it's one of those things for that in a new guy is like, it's like your early tasks of like getting used to not getting toxic sludge on you all the time. Like making sure that you learn to avoid it and put water on yourself all the time so that you can wash off any toxic stains or whatever, like all that kind of crap. I guess it'd be more about putting water on you quickly when you have the toxic stain. How can I get a gold skull nugget to drop in my run? The enemies have to drop such a high amount of gold that it gives you the, damn, what do they call it? The thing from Spelunky. But yeah, basically you just gotta have your enemies drop an insane amount of gold. Usually going to New Game Plus, things like that is what helps make the enemies drop more gold. The Golden Idol, yes, thank you, Latali. New Game Pluses, Curse of Greed, Trick Greed kills, all those methods. Not Greed. The Greed perk just makes the nuggets that you do grab have more value, like you get more money out of them. It doesn't help the enemies drop, they don't drop bigger nuggets of gold. You need them to drop a large nugget of gold for it to be the gold idol. Ooh, that's a great one. Latali said the kiwi helps. So enemies drop more gold depending on like their health bar. For them, I think that work is like the general way they work. So the more health they have, the more gold they'll give you. So the player ghosts, whenever you kill the kiwi boss, these player ghosts spawn and they have the same health as you do. So what you could do is you could beef yourself up into like the millions or some shit, and then go over to the kiwi boss, kill the kiwi boss, the player ghosts spawn, they'll have millions of health. When you kill them, they'll drop the gold nugget because they had so much health. You want to find some thick enemies, that's the point. You want them girthy. Okay, that was a mistake. That was a really bad mistake, actually. Go up, go up. Ow. We're fine! Yay! Okay, we've had some great luck, though, in this early game, because 325 HP, and you gotta remember, I have not grabbed a heal yet. I haven't taken the only heal that's offered to us. I mean, we grabbed Healthy Exploration, which has been healing us, but that wasn't the Holy Mountain heal. Why does Lumi act like that with ping pong? Because ping pong, what it does is it messes with the lifetime of a projectile. It makes it stay alive longer, and it makes it move in that like kind of ping pong formation, direction, whatever. So if you had a luminous drill, which is normally just like a glowing little stick, and you give it a longer lifetime, well then the longer lifetime makes it kind of fly, because it's not dying off like it normally would. And then it makes it kind of bounce back and forth. Back to your corner. Oh yes. Back to hiding. Alright, we'll do two things right now. We're gonna heal, but while we're going to prep for the heal, I want to collect a bit of fungus so that we can create a fungus mountain over there. Alright, we don't need much fungus, just a little bit. So like, grab some of that. That should be more than enough. In fact, let me do that to try to separate it a bit. There you go. There you go. Once you have a little bit of fungus in the pouch, you head back to the home base. Then we drop the fungus from high up. We spray it out of our pouch. You drop from high up. It reacts with the air, making a huge fungus mountain. And here is our first we have to do 5 fungal shifts, and we're not allowed to control them or like manipulate them and stuff. We just have to let it be. Hold on, because normally if you hold the flask of something, it can try to manipulate, try to change what will happen with the fungal shifts. But if you just hold on to the wand, well then it's already decided what's going to happen. Every seed will already be pre-decided what's going down on those fungal shifts. So fate has decided for us. And then I'm going to grab this. Slurp. What combines well with music notes? For what purpose? I'm assuming you're meaning damage, right? So what you want to do is you want to add a damage modifier of some kind, because the music notes on their own do not do damage. So you add something like a damage plus modifier. That's good. Then from there, anything that adds lifetime or damage becomes useful, because both things will add damage to music notes. The longer a music note lives, the more damage it does. And then obviously the more damage you give it, the more damage it does. That one's pretty obvious. Okay. These robot guys kill me more than any other mob. Yeah, I definitely get that one. Ooh. That's pretty crazy. That's like a fucked up combination. Always cast tele, but it's got a magic missile on there. Okay, interesting. But yeah, the robot guys, what makes them so bad is that they kind of have a little bit of a knock to their shot. Kind of stuns you a little bit. So they'll hit you, and then you kind of like fall, and then when you touch the ground, you can move and hit you. So you just get kind of stun locked when they're in that mode where they're close to you, just going ba 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 ba. The key is to not let them get that line of sight on you in the first place, but obviously that's nothing secret. I think most people get that I was like, just don't let them hit you in the first place. Things like a perk that's kind of underappreciated is the no more knockback. Chad, I need your brain. Oh, there it is. No more knockback. Some people see this and they think that it means no more recoil. Like when you shoot a wand, you know how like it kind of pushes your character back? That's recoil. The knockback is referring to the enemies hitting you. So that guy, that robot guy, when he hits you, kind of knocks you a little bit. If you have this perk, when he hits you, you just can keep flying. Obviously, you'll still take a little bit of damage, but it doesn't mess up your movement. It makes it very easy to escape away from. So no more knockback is one that if you find them to be super frustrating, maybe you'll see a little bit more value in it. I'm not saying you should grab it for that, but I definitely get for, you know, when you have those deaths where you get stun locked, those are kind of the more frustrating Noita deaths. Hate that it's the same icon as recoil damper. Yeah, that was an interesting choice. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking on that one. What Severness is referring to? Man, I can't even talk. What Severness is referring to is that the no more knockback. If you look at the icon for it, and then you look at the recoil dampening perk or spell. Okay, hold on. All right, there. Recoil damper, right? And then you look at this one. No more knockback. Like what? They look the same. This one makes it so that when you shoot your wand, if it has any recoil on it, because sometimes there's modifiers like heavy shot, when you shoot, it like shoves your character back really hard. You can grab this recoil damper and you can, the recoil won't be an issue anymore. Meanwhile, this one doesn't affect the recoil at all. It's all about enemies hitting you. Just classic Noita things, that's all. There you go. Oh my god, that was... Oh, there's a swapper. I was like, what the hell just happened? I didn't see him, but he was in there. Swapping me around, trying to get me killed. How dare he? Ambrosia got broken over there, but we can mimicium it if we really wanted some more of it. Alright, 180 seconds worth. This will be shift number 2.
Smash.
Shift number 2. Can you hold an acid flask on shift? No, there's no manipulating. Oh no. We lose water on this run?
Smash.
Yeah, no issues with fungus. Well, I gotta keep that in mind. And you know what we could do for now? One of the big things we need to worry about is fire. So we'll just grab this firestone and use that. If I'm on fire, we just hold this and you get fire immunity. Ooh, there we go. Tellies that we can be in control of instead of being forced to use it as an always cast. I like that. Good, good, good. Gotta watch out. This Acceleradium, when it comes in contact with slime, it does explode. It's like little bombs going off. Try to stay away from the liquid whenever it's just spilled onto the ground, because it can screw you over. Oh! That guy is holding not just any wand, a chainsaw heavy wand. I could see the little sparks whenever he was firing it. Whew, well, it may not seem like too big of a deal, because you're like, okay, well, you're running a glittering field run. Yes, a glittering field damage wand. Yes, this is true, but having this will help us get more spammy, like kind of glittery field spammy builds. And which glittering field, I don't know, our damage may be a little bit meh on it, but using this, we'll be able to hopefully amp up the amount of glittering fields, which should result in more damage. Dunk just grew 2 inches. Hold up now. It's quite the accusation.
In sweat.
Drenched in sweat. Ooh, you see this one? This one's kind of hard to see. Some noobs may not realize what is in front of us. Let me put this down. So this formation, it's just this is a matter of knowing your formations in Noita, and if you recognize it, there's normally a chance for a heart to spawn right around here. But the problem is the world gin happened in such a way that it's like if it spawned in like the heart formation, and then it laid this this extremely dense rock on top of it. The result is that if a heart did spawn, it would be hidden underneath this rock. And so the way you would test that is whenever I didn't know if it was there or not, I just put my cursor in the area that the heart should spawn. And if it says extra max HP, then I know, oh, it's hidden underneath that rock. So then you dig it out. And you got an extra 25. Look at this. We have a lot of HP. Exactly. Trivia knowledge. That should have been part of the trivia there, mean man. They'd have been like, okay, show the formations and be like, A, B, and C. Which one of these is a heart formation? That would have been... That's good trivia. Not pointy emoji, eggplant, peach emoji. What does this mean in Noita? It means... you need to go back to your therapist. Still salty about it. Hey, if there is a trivia in Noita, I want it to be a Noita trivia, not an emoji trivia. Get that crap out of here. I will get my revenge. I will drag Yolk's ass back to another trivia.
Smells like wet soil after rain.
Listen, I said it smells moist. Apparently not good enough. Our moist smell was not good enough for QZ.
Your kind of trivia are those where you know the answer. Get it?
My kind of trivia is something that true God gamers in Noita would know. That's real trivia. That is shift number 3. Yeah, we're supposed to do 5 shifts total. We still have 2 more we have to do for today's criteria. I'm gonna go ahead and move to the next area. Alright, about the damage. About this damage. Chainsaws are much cheaper. Chainsaws are 1/10 the mana cost of a luminous drill. So by using the chainsaws to speed up the wand and only having 1 ping pong with luminous, that's how we get the optimal constant damage that we're looking for. I guess that the problem is the spread's gonna be terrible. Ruh-roh. Still have my heal in the mountain. Redo spread, kind of nice.
So what's the 4th boss you're going to kill? I assume Dragon, Alchemist, and Kolmi. I vote we kill Mom with Glittering Field.
You're trying to get me killed, Thalina. What the hell? Sure, we can make it happen. We'll make it happen. You think I'm afraid of a little challenge? Me? No, I'm not afraid. I ain't afraid of nothing. Dunk's capacity to remember Noita music has been filled with a goo and DunkTales. Exactly. My ears are traumatized. That's why you know that QZ chose those categories very, very, very specifically. Because he knew I wouldn't have a chance. He's like, alright, he's colorblind, his ears are barely functioning from all the trauma of weebery. He just kept choosing more and more fucked up stuff. How dare he? Electric community though, nice. Noita music was trivia. That is true, but you guys hear your fucking sound effects you guys got going all the time. I can't, it messes up my ears. I can't remember what. I haven't heard music in so long. All I hear is a goo, a goo, a goo. I forget, even just to, you know, remind myself of what Linkin Park even sounded like. I have to bust it out from time to time because I'm like, what is music? I can't remember. And see, exactly. Crawling in my goo. These wounds. There are wounds that won't heal. This is true. Maybe he was a weed. Maybe that's what it was all about. And soon, you got it, boss. This would be shift number 4, if I remember correctly. Poison. I've got a plan. You know what? Oh, wait. Hold on. You said Alchemist, Dragon, Kolmi. I was thinking we could work the bridge boss into it because we do have a plasma here and there's a homing there. That'd be a really easy way to kill the bridge boss. But then what boss do we want to give up? Yeah, because the Master of Masters was supposed to be the other one that Thalina suggested. I do want to make that happen. So then we'd have to give up another one. It could be Bridge Boss, Alchemist, Kolmi, Master of Masters. Please tell me we are ready for the biggest rebound in history. You're talking about the next trivia? Oh, I'm ready for a comeback. I'm gonna drag Yolk's ass back to it though. I can't. A win won't mean the same if Yolk isn't there. Yeah, the dragon one we could leave out. Kiwi? Hell no. Give up on Kolmi, give him some rest. Well, the thing is, that's the way we're supposed to build a glittering damage build that we can ensure is going to kill him. I'm mainly just trying to find a way to get infinite so I can cast a glittering field, and I also need a trigger of some kind. It's my struggle right now, so we can start using a fun build. We are going to set up the healers real quick. Remember I told you guys, that's one thing I strongly recommend before you go adventuring around, even if it's just random goofy stuff. Have the healers set up first. That way if stuff goes terribly, terribly wrong, you know you have a backup plan. There's Matter Eater. Kind of want to use Matter Eater. Get your butt out of there. Which way is that guy facing? Ow. Got some good hits on me. Kick. Free heals. Who wants to bet Dunk fucks up grabbing the bridge boss orb? Oh shit, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said something. We need to check the shops. Healer just died behind me. Oh well. We can get another one. There we go. So our tele, even though it's not stabilized, can be useful. Unstable tele. Pouring it in. Is Ping Pong Lightsaber the strongest 2-spell combination? It's gotta be up there. I don't know if I can claim it's #1. But it's got to be up there. Especially if you're talking about no perks included, right? Like, not considering what perks a player has. Interesting. Okay. Rigged? Don't be jealous. Why are you guys always so jealous? Okay, so watch this. It's gonna be kind of funny. So right now we don't have any Greek letters, right? We only have summon Taikasauva, and we can only cast it one time. We do have the refreshes around, so that will help restore it. But then you got to remember that we have this right here, the Quiplicate, and then Quiplicate makes it where you can use spells, and sometimes as long as you set it up correctly, you won't even lose. Not sometimes. If you set it up correctly, you definitely won't lose the charge. So now we can make it, we're using this 20 charges, we actually can get an extra 20 charges out of Summon Taikasauva. Meaning 21 shots of Summon Taikasauva and then a refresh and another 21. Using that, surely we can get enough of setup to go insta-kill the Alchemist, which means that we can run a Glittering Field build. Yeah, okay, it's all coming together now. Wait, what if you put Lightning Thrower on Glittering Field? Kenny just says yes. Let's get heading back so that we can start doing a big build. But I don't have the healer set up that I was planning to originally have. I mean, I got a healer at one point, but I like to have one that I know will be in here waiting for me. This is also a really, really easy way to kill the Alchemist. Keep that in mind. That is chilling. We pretty much have a setup right now that we could farm infinite health with just like a couple boss kills that we already are prepared for. Like, we're already ready for them. Is it worth farming infinite health right now? Probably not. Oh, last fungal shift time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A smaller streamer recently picked up Noita, by the way. Really chill guy called Unlegendary Charlie. Been hanging out in his stream a bit. He has about 50-60 hours in Noita the last 2 weeks. Hell yeah, Uncle. I'm always glad to hear about new guys stumbling their way into Noita. Hell yeah, man. Glad to hear about it. Some new blood. Some fresh Noita blood. Gotta keep the Noita community alive, right? Can't just have the old guys like me. When I say old guy, I don't mean old in terms of age. Old in terms of Noita age. Actual age, very young, very youthful. There it is, shift number 5. So we're done with the fungal shifts. Flip. Duplicate spells don't work on spells that are not protected. Oh, I forgot. I won't be able to use that on... Wait. Fuck. You're right. Even if we use this... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I was going to use... It's fine. We already have the setup still, but it would have been more fun doing it this route. I forgot. This is a utility and not going to work on it. If you cast it, does it even lose? Does it just... What does it even do? Oh, wow. And it does lose the charge. Classic. Alright, but we still have the setup. It's just we don't get to do it in as cool of a way as I was originally thinking we were going to get to. Thank you, Alex. Oh, look at that one. It's a spicy wand. It's a chainsaw. Makes a projectile cast copies of itself in with a downward trajectory. That one could be nice, actually, for the glittering field. There's so many things I'm like, ooh, maybe for glittering field, maybe. Why is this ping pong wand field choppy? Shouldn't it be a 0 cast delay? Yeah, that's because we're not casting it on every frame, though. You are correct that if you did the math for it, 0 cast delay, 0 recharge, all that is true. But if you look at this board, watch when I'm casting it. You see how it's kind of going through all of the spells? Because even if you take something down to 0, it still needs a frame to move from one group to the next group to the next. So it has group number 1, group number 2. So this is the first thing that fires off. This is the second thing that fires off. And then the third thing is a chainsaw wrapping to here. Which if we wrap to this one, I think it would still probably spend too much mana. Yeah. See, now it looks even faster, but we burn through the mana too quick. If you give me a moment, I'll have a better setup and I can actually show you a more detailed breakdown. Oh yeah, somebody earlier was asking about the ping pong, and I was just kind of saying that it adds lifetime, but that probably may have been a little hard for them to fully understand. Just because you're like, well, how does that do anything? So here's the luminous drill on its own. That part, people have seen that a lot, right? You're used to seeing the luminous drill kind of chilling on its own. We're going to use an increased lifetime on the luminous drill. You see how it flies out? That's what adding lifetime to a luminous drill does. So the ping pong is adding lifetime and making it move in this funky way, and it costs 0 mana. That's what makes it such a popular option for utilizing with luminous drill. So we got the personal tentacler. All right, let's go kill the alchemist real quick. I'm a little sad we didn't end up with like unlimited perks or some way to do the infinite glittering fields earlier, but we still have lots of time to do a cool glittering field build. We got time. Do not grab orbs. Yes, thank you for the mental note. Do not grab orbs. There's the building in the background. You can see it right there. And we just dig down from it. Line ourselves up with it. Oh, come on. There we go. Threw the tentacler onto him. These tentacles will shred him in no time. We just gotta wait around for a moment. Alright. And I mean, it's not my most favorite build. Okay, keep out of here. That's our first boss kill. We're allowed 3 more boss kills today. I wish there weren't so many limited use spells in the game. Tons of them are utter shit and wouldn't be good even if they were unlimited. Would be so much more fun to do unique stuff. Yeah, Spice. We've talked about that quite a few times. In fact, I agree 100%. I don't know. Like those kind of things stand out to me as like really big issues that show that maybe the devs, they kind of fell into some of the cool aspects of wand building. They kind of just fell into things being really fun in certain ways because it shows that they didn't have everything like well thought out and planned, because otherwise some of these charge use spells, they just make no sense. Like they're just, I mean, unless there's some top secret stuff that is left behind them, which is very unlikely, you're just like, this serves no purpose. Okay, so I don't think I need the personal tentacler. I guess we can just drop the spark bolt thing on the ground. We swap in this with this. The Magikarps. Do it for the Magikarps. Speed up. We're gonna want to speed up. I'm sure that's a thing we're gonna need. I want a timer for Glittering Field, I think. You know what? Maybe I do want a trigger. Explosive projectile. There's heals. So we can go ahead and set up some kind of infinite heal situation. Damage field. In fact, I want to find out in a moment if damage field works on Glittering Field because I cannot remember. I tend to drop the spells that I may want on the ground, so that I'll know that I can pick them up if I need them. Not really getting too much in exciting stuff, are we? Oh, there's an add mana. That qualifies as an exciting stuff. How does one unlock Taikasauva? It's not an unlock. It's just a rare drop. Like you can get it in your very first run ever. Because of its like, so spells have tiers that they're in. And tiers basically just means kind of like zones that they're eligible to spawn in. And they'll even have their own special rules too. Summon Taikasauva, because of the set of rules that it has, the only way you're going to find it is if it's a standalone spell. So what that means is whenever you come across a wand, sometimes you look at a wand and it's got like 10 spells on it. And you're like, ooh, is one of them a spell I'm looking for? You cannot find Summon Taikasauva as one of those spells. It's not allowed to spawn as just a spell chilling on it. But I think it can be an always cast. That's like the exception. But even then, I don't remember ever finding an always cast Taikasauva. So, how are you able to cycle between so many wands? I'm new to the game. It's a spell called Summon Taikasauva. Probably not the best way to pronounce it because the Finnish people always cringe every time I try to pronounce their Finnish words. But the idea is basically you're able to summon in wands. And when you summon in a wand, if you summon on top of an already existing wand, it will replace it. That's what I was looking for. Holy crap, we had to work hard for this one. Black hole. I want this, and just in case, I'll throw an extra one on the ground in case I do something stupid and lose it. Making me sweat my ass off for it. Okay, I want a non-shuffle just to throw it on. Be a non-shuffle. That'll work. That's funny that it gave us another black hole on it. Okay, on this one, what we're going to do... empty out the black holes. Sure. Shoot that. Good, good, good. Alright. Took a moment. The Summon Taikasauva farming was a bit slow. But we got a decent digging wand in place. And the reason we wanted a decent digging wand is it will give us access to everything that we need. Get out of here. I do not want to spawn in the pyramid boss. Because today's rules that I'm only allowed to kill 4 bosses, and I don't want the pyramid boss's loots. I don't need them. I don't want to waste it as one of my boss kills. I'd like to save it if I can. Ow. Alright. Orb we do not grab. What we're doing is we're essentially cheesing part of the world that we normally shouldn't be able to get into because we have such good digging that we can just cheese our way to the top of the tower, which then offers us 4 wands, and we grab this juicy wand right here. We could grab the wand of swiftness today. Actually, it's not the worst call.
4 wands?
Did I say 4 wands? 3 wands, my bad. 3 wands. Sorry, in my head, I'm gonna I'm thinking about my players has 4 wands. Player has 4 wands. I didn't grab one because I was intentionally grabbing one of the 3 wands at the top of the tower. My bad. Name those wands and colors. Green wand of swiftness, yellow wand of destruction, and blue wand of multitudes. They're all red. Shut up. Why do some people prefer the multitudes over the swiftness? Is one more efficient? Pretty much the multitudes is very efficient in terms of... So think about when you're building these really elaborate late game wands. You usually have to account... So first off, it has the highest capacity, right? 26 capacity versus this one's 19. But then you also have to account for, what do you call it? Multicast. I can't think, man. Multicast. So if you're making room for a quad and a triple and a 5 cast, these are also taking up spots. So this casts all the spots at the same time, and you don't need any multicast on there. So not only is it more capacity, but it allows you to leave out spots that would be taken up by, you know, the multicast, like double and triple and shit. So this, like, you end up getting essentially a true 26 capacity wand where you can make use of all slots versus this one being 19 capacity, and you'll need to use some of the slots up with multicast. But Wand of Swiftness is just all around. The stats are so simple and straightforward. You don't have to be like, oh, now I need these spells or I need this. You don't need anything to make the Wand of Swiftness good. You just throw, like, you can literally just place a teleport on this. You're good to go. This one here, I got to set up my chainsaws. Got to make sure I have like a reduced spread on there, maybe a Nala, and yeah, you know, do all kinds of crap. But for today, we will grab the multitude just because we happen to be set up in a way that we already can make it shine pretty well. So now on this one, put down that. Need to get rid of the charges. Okay, we emptied out all the charges. Then we're going to use the Sigma, copies every static projectile type spell in the wand when cast. And then Glittering Field is a static type projectile. So when I shoot it, get the copying there. Then from there, we know we can place a couple chainsaws on this bad boy. In fact, we need 3 chainsaws if we want to get rid of all the slow part, the slow elements of it. Then we grab these add manas that I was stocking up because I knew this moment was going to come. And we're going to need to sustain. How much does this cost? 120. 120. Each one of these adds 30, so 4 of these will be enough. Make it 5, I guess. Now it's truly infinite. Yeah, big. We're hitting big build status. What are we trying to do? We're kind of memeing on my brother a little bit. We're just giving him some shit because he plays a little bit of Noita off and on. And he ran into a wand that was casting something that looked like this. And for some reason, he was like shocked by it. He sent me a video from he recorded it from his phone. It was like, he just sent it to me with no text or anything. And I was just like, oh? And I asked like, what about it? And he was just like, big build, and sent a little flexing arm. So I showed Chad. So now we're doing our big build back, and I'll record it and send it back to him, see if he's impressed. All right, let's see this. Oh yeah, that's right. Does that? Yeah, you do get at least a single damage field chilling. So that's something. What about if we put homing on there? I don't think as. Let's test. Statue chilling. So it will move the center point. So if we get enough good stuff, I'd rather get a better homing, which we will in a bit, I think. Killed the statue. Is he gonna one-shot dunk? Yeah, it is a little scary. I can't remember if it's just the general bursts of it, or if I have to specifically get hit, like at a certain point, like towards the center. I think it's the general pops that are happening can hurt me. All right, so we cast it. think the explosion has to... Oh no, that was pretty direct. Can you put piercing on the trigger? We could. And get lots of them. What is the thing that I have to fear about this that'll hurt me? Because there is something. Yeah, see right there? What is it about it? Is it just like it has to be a direct hit by the explosion? And I'm assuming that's all explosion damage, right? No, the spell doesn't say. It's not uncommon. A lot of spells will not give little details away. They give decent amount, but not everything. So by putting that there, we now can swap over to, what is this build? So we're gonna go 1, 2, oh boy, 3. Little goofy. Whatever. If we put both the add manas at the front, this one still has enough mana to sustain. But the problem is we don't have anything wrapping. Like, this is all being cast in one group. See, I cast it, it's the same every time. While versus here, because this add mana is like, pretty much the first group is just that. But then this mana doesn't have a group to attach to, it's alone. So it looks for a group to attach to, and it grabs this add mana, and this is not a projectile. So then it grabs the next thing, and it's a triple. Then it grabs the next thing, and the next thing. So by putting this, you actually get 2 different casts, and you'll see that on the board. You'll see that it changes between 2 casts. Meaning that it thinks that there are 2 sets of chainsaws. So it thinks there's 2 here, and it thinks there's 2 down here, which gets rid of all the recharge time. It's a little bit of chainsaw wrapping. Exclamation mark chainsaw, if you're curious. Don't you have a quad cast over there? So even if you put a larger multicast, let's say we put a quad, this would be bad. Because now what's happening is, we are now including this with the group. So now it doesn't wrap. This is a bad thing. We want this add mana separate from the group. And it doesn't even have to be an add mana. Maybe that's where you're getting a little confused. It could be just about anything. See, like, right now it's too slow. By putting something at the end, it doesn't have any spells to the right of it. So it has to wrap and grab. And by grabbing everything, it casts the whole group a second time. So we gain the benefits from it twice. I was just using the add mana because it just, you know, we just had one. So I was like, oh, I'll just throw it there. But that also works. We just need wands at this point. That's the only thing we're hurting for. Like we need some thick wands to work with, because spells will be fine. Spells we got. Use Taika to get wands. The problem is the Taikasauva wands are such a crappy wand pool. I mean, every once in a while you'll get a non-shuffle that's kind of large, but for the most part they're pretty small in non-shuffles. Shuffles can be kind of bigger, but they're locked to a certain tier. I think it's like tier 4 or some crap. Maybe there may be a tier 5 or 2 that I can cough out. It's pretty meh level wands. Recoil damper. Throw this up here if I want to use it for something. Another tower wand. I'd have to go to a parallel world to get another tower wand, which I could. I think it's a little more fun if we just force ourselves. We'd have to go grab the ambrosia up and everything. But I am going to actually need that ambrosia for the Master of Masters, I think. So to that person that was talking about Taikasauva earlier and like unlocks and stuff, and I had to explain that it's not an unlock, it's just kind of a more, like the requirements to get it to spawn are kind of more rare than a lot of other spells. The fact that it doesn't spawn on wands, the fact that it is a higher tier spell can make it seem a bit more rare than it really is. Another example of something that is kind of like that would be the Circle of Vigor. And Circle of Vigor is a great way to heal the player, arguably the best way in the game. And it does not spawn on wands either, so unless it's an always cast. Always cast break the rules, but you should never plan on finding an always cast. That shit would be just it's too RNG. Too rare to plan for it, but so we're not gonna be finding a Circle of Vigor in here, but what we could get excited about is if we found maybe like a deadly heal. Even then, I mean, I think I had a bloodlust I laid down somewhere. Why is it so much better? Why search for it so long and not just use the other heal? So right now, the kind of heal that I have, for the most part, you tend to have it set up in a way where like you're running, and then you're like, oh, I'm hurt. Let me heal myself. Circle of Vigor is so easy to work with that most of the time people just combine it with their teleport wand, and while they're traveling along, it's also healing. It's teleporting and healing at the same time. So usually if you run into an enemy and it hurts you, before you can even realize you're hurt, you're already back to full health. While the heal bolt method is more like, oh shit, I'm hurt, let me heal up. Do we want to work with this one? Is that okay? Not the greatest ever. But we want to keep moving forward, so we may just say, screw it. Now, about what I was saying with that tele wand, we could come up with a way to combine this tele into our wand. I mean, this heal into our tele wand. It can happen. It's not like you aren't allowed to or something. It's just Circle of Vigor is so easy. It doesn't take any complexity. It's straightforward. It does percent healing. Just great. I probably need to head out of this area and go get healed up. My health is a little low. Oh, shit. Back, you beast. Gold room, then heaven/hell. It's not a bad idea. We could use it, get a couple of the Greek letters. That way we can build our healing wand. I do like that idea. Let's do the Mimicium quest real fast, and then we'll do that. That way I don't forget. So this is a quick quest line that I talk about all the time, so most people are like, oh, here he goes again. But it is a straightforward and easy to do quest, and I strongly recommend it. It is the Mimicium quest. You can do it every run. It's not like one of those they can only do one time and you lose it or some shit. No. A lot of things in Noita are, hey, once you know how to do it, you can do it over and over. Oh, wait, have I done shifts to mess it up? Oh, no, I haven't. Thank God. Thank God. I guess I could have just bought it in heaven, too. That's not like the worst tactic. But you get a little bit of pheromone. There's 4 islands in the sky, and what I'm doing is I'm traveling between just pretty much 2 of these islands. So this is island number 1, and island number 2 has pheromone sitting on it, always in the like the left side, like just sitting in the corner. So what I do is I go grab some of that pheromone, I walk over to this potion, it comes to life, pour pheromone on its head, and boom. Now we have picked up a Mimicium potion by pheromoning it. Then we carry that Mimicium potion back to the second island, and we use this to make more Mimicium potions. Oh, there's one there.
Chat.
We're making all these mimics. There we go. Shankmo. Where the hell is the Shankmo song? You guys don't know Shankmo. How long has it been now? How long has it been? Like 6 months ago? Year ago? I have no idea. My concept of time is fucked up. It's been a while ago. Made us a DMCA free version of DunkTales that we listen to regularly so that we don't get DMCA'd while we're in the gold room. Somebody's claiming bingo. Let me see. Hell yeah, there's our daily dose of DunkTales. Almost daily, just about. Is the streamer paycheck treating you well? Genuinely asking. Yeah, I do enough now that for the first couple of years, I definitely, it's not like a sustainable thing. Like you wouldn't be able to like pay the bills. But luckily, I wasn't like alone in my, a lot of people try to go into the streamer world and they're they're solo financially, right? But I have a partner, me and her, you know, she, you know, that's my girlfriend, you know, in the early days, like, is this okay if I, you know, because I wasn't planning, you know, going down this road, but it just, the channel was growing, and basically what happened is Noita came out, and I was addicted to Noita, so it's like, all right, you know, if I kind of see where this takes me, she was like, yeah, go for it, see what happens. And basically, because, I mean, you should ask if you have a partner, because it's going to put a lot of financial obligation on them, right? So the first couple of years, I definitely was it wasn't viable to be solo. But yeah, these days I do well. I'm able to pay all my bills. And in fact, I was telling chat, how long ago? I was telling chat about it not too long ago, but I was even able to get out of student loan debt. So woo! That was pretty recent. So, I mean, I guess it's just one less thing to worry about, right? One, you know, student loan debt's never it's a stressful thing, right? So that was pretty exciting. It's something you know, you always think about, is having to pay student loans each month, and you're like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'd say, yeah, the best part is it's a degree. Yeah, you put that economics degree to use, baby. Woo! But no, I think even if you don't put your degree to use, it is like kind of important, because in my case, you know, I'm a streamer, and you know, one day in the near future, you guys could get very bored of me, and it would be a really stressful thing if I was like 100% dependent on you guys to be like, if chat doesn't sub to me, I'm gonna be homeless. You know what I mean? Instead, it's like, well, no. If one day you guys get bored of me, you know, I just have to, you know, stop being a man-child and go put my degree to use, or at least attempt to put it to use. And then when I fill out my resume, and they're like, why is there like a decade gap in here? I'll be like, have you heard of OnlyFans? I did that. That was me. I was one of those for a while. I'd be like, you want a sample? They're like, no. I'm like, let me show you. Do you got any lotion? So some kneecap. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys using OnlyFans for? I thought it was for tasteful pictures of kneecaps. What are you guys doing? You filthy degenerates. I have a suggestion. If you go to work again, I recommend brand community manager. The job description is basically like you are doing right now, maintaining community, but for corporate. Dude, I would love that. Like, the thing is, though, whenever you're applying for those kind of jobs, especially something like branding, you got to be good at branding yourself, right? You got to sell yourself. I don't know if I would be the greatest at that. I mean, I would love like something in that realm. Seems like it'd be interesting, but I don't know if I'd necessarily be good at it. But I would want to try it. To need some Greek letters, some simple ones, alpha, gamma. Okay, this is actually garbage. Ooh, those guys right there shoot polymorphine. 10 years of experience in packaging because of all the chainsaw wrapping. Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll definitely believe that. I was like, have you heard of chainsaw wrapping? Do you know of a game called Noita? Yeah, I'm kind of a pro with chainsaw wrapping. Been doing it for years. Give me one moment. Sorry, I'm a little missing some of your chat's messages because, oh my god, these enemies are shooting polymorphine, and I'm afraid if I look away for a moment, I'm gonna get my face ripped off. I feel like I skipped over where I wanted to be. Oh well, whatever. Oh my gosh. We got lucky as, oh! What in the hell? It spawned me in the ground. Did you see that? Dude, get me out of here. Alright, this is what I get for talking to chat. I was yapping, I wasn't paying attention where I was going, and I put myself in a really dangerous place. Whenever I came back, I was stuck in the ground. What are you doing? I was afraid of shooting my tele wand because my tele wand has chainsaws built into it. So if you spam them and you accidentally tele into an enemy, those guys bleed polymorphine. So I was kind of afraid of panic teleing into one of them. So I tried to be cautious, but whenever I was being cautious, it led to me being stuck in the ground. Where are the Greek letters? Are they just non-existent these days? What's going on? There's a divide by 3. I'll take that. Oh, getting cocky. We're fine, we're fine. Don't ruin my bed. It's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Everything's gonna be fine. Maybe. Probably. Alright, it should be good enough. We saw the bullet. There was a bullet. Oh, add trigger. That's what I wanted. God. Here's what we can do. Before we go traveling back up there, at the very least, we can make a hybrid tele heal wand. Kind of a little bit what we were talking about a second ago, but this one won't be nearly as cool as Circle of Vigor. But it'll be alright. Okay, Alpha casts a copy of the first spell on your wand. So in the first spell spot, we're going to put the healing bolt. But first we need to get rid of these heal charges. Alright, we emptied it out. So we put the heal. It can be pretty much, as long as it's somewhere up there, it's fine. Do that. And then we... Alpha cast a copy of the first. Make this a quad. So it casts 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 slots are being cast. When we shoot it, it shoots the tele and the heal. Let's see. Good. So tele and heal do shoot at the same time. Then we need to wrap it. So we'll put something like this at the end to wrap. Okay, it's still not quite what I needed. Hold up. Quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, shouldn't we... What are we doing? Oh, yeah, this has to be earlier on. Because Alpha adds 0.25 cast delay. So anything that adds cast delay, you want to have it before the chainsaws. Because chainsaws, what chainsaws do is they see how much cast delay is on the wand, and they set it to 0. So if I have the alpha after the chainsaws will set the wand to 0, and then the alpha adds 0.25. Instead, you want to add 0.25, and then the chainsaws take it to 0. This will be much better. Okay, good, good, good. And then from there, we just need to throw on some add manas. Which I think we're going to need one more, at least. Yeah, we need one more at least. Add mana at the end to wrap. This is wrapping. This one is doing the wrapping. We don't need it at the end to wrap. This one will do the job. If you could use the add mana at the end to wrap. You are thinking on the right way there. But if we use the add mana at the end to wrap, then that means that the first shot only has 1 add mana, and the second shot has 2. You can see this if you look at the boards. See, there's 1 add mana, and then there's 2. By putting this one here, I guarantee that every shot will have 2 add manas, and then I just need something else to wrap with. So then, by having the add mana, double add mana in every shot, means that I have more mana being added into the wand, more sustain for this wand, because currently when I shoot it too much, it eventually does run out. Next shop isn't for another 40 minutes. You're getting there. Any plans to heart farm this run? I was having a hell of a time getting it to work consistently in my last run. If you want, we could bust one out real quick. We can make it happen. We've only killed 1 boss this run, so I am eligible to kill more bosses. Add mana's in your back. Oh, there is an add mana in there. What the fuck? Good thing you were paying attention. There we go. Now we have our heals and our tele wand combined. It's not the best healing tele method though. Like if you go jumping into lava, you aren't going to be like, oh, this is nothing. I can bathe in this. It's going to be like, oh god, this hurts. You see that? It's going to be hard for it to kind of keep up. So I can't just... If I had Circle of Vigor, it'd be a lot safer for me to like dive into huge things of lava and not be that worried. Or if I had a deadly heal set up, but we do not. This is okay. This wand right here is normally one of those wands that you look at and you're like, oh man, like it's almost good, but then the mana charge is so bad. But remember, we are using add manas as our own source of mana. I mean, like we could even take the mana charge down to 0 because our add manas are doing all the hard work of adding mana into the wand. We're not using the built-in mana charge at all. So let's swap that. Will you parallel for more perks? I could, but I'm probably not going to today just because not really much reason to. We are already in good enough shape to do some good stuff. I'm thinking of maybe doing a heart farm just so that one guy can see how it works. Just to give him a little glimpse. Damn it, I kind of hate going back into here for more risk. Oh my gosh, I just went right through Polly. Okay, we're going to go past that one though because I've already checked that area. What do we got here? Ooh, there's a Nala. That's kind of nice, even though a little tricky for us to utilize right now. Nuke orbit. That would be death for us. That would be trouble. Fuck. If we grab this... We have that. Okay, sure. So we're already set up to farm the hearts. Let me just see if I can find the add trigger. That's the only thing I'm missing. An add timer. Add timer is not the worst. I prefer an add trigger. You'll notice my tele wand is a little jumpy right now when I tele around. That's the reason that you want to have a Nala, which is what I just grabbed. It'll take away that jumpiness, and it makes the teleporting and everything much more smooth. Sweating for fun, I guess. Let's our last spot to try to find an add trigger, and then I'm just going to go with an add timer because I'm getting lazier and lazier by the second. Inner spell. Alpha. I feel like add trigger is one of the ones I'm seeing all over the place most of the time. The reduce. Make our tele even nicer, but no, good. Add expiration right up there. Yeah, expiration. But the problem is, it's not really what I'm looking for with the Glimmer. Expiration would be kind of bad for it, I think. It wouldn't fire off until the Glimmer thing just died off entirely, right? Even then, I don't think the Glimmer is going to work too well with it anyways. Not Glimmer, I keep saying Glimmer. Glittering. I went way too far to the left, but... There's add timer. Okay, if I don't find it in this island, then I grab the add timer. And we say, screw it. Hell might be safer. Yeah, hell is safer. I was just kind of... Oh, there we go. Add trigger. I mainly wanted the add trigger just because I want to experiment with stuff, and I find it... Add trigger tends to be the one that we get results that we were looking for most of the time. The glittering field is almost guaranteed disappointment. Glitter. So we want to add some flavor to our glitter. We are going to kill the Master of Masters. Let's try... Oh, but our glitter, we don't have unlimited spells. This whole time I was looking for an add trigger. And the reality is... I mean, we can still make it where we get free modifiers, which is cool. But we're not going to be able to get it to add directly to the glittering field because we're using a Greek letter. An add trigger doesn't work on the Greek letters. That makes me a bit sad. Like that. Which means that it frees up these. How does that look? Pretty good. How does this look? Not good. Alright. Give me one moment. Actually, yeah, give me a moment. West 3 has unlimited spells. I doubt we'll rely on that. It's kind of been fun, not just farming parallel worlds, but actually just grinding out, hoping that we get the loots that we need. I believe the Ambrosia was in this level. We have the Mimicium right here. Swap the second chainsaw with the dinging bolt and move the chainsaw to the end. Oh, good idea. We'd free up a chainsaw. Good idea. I like it. There we go. Shredding. Oh, there we go. Bit of Ambrosia. Remember, this is the good thing about having Sea of Mimicium, is that it's like you just need one pixel. That's it. That's literally all you need, and you can have like an infinite supply of the good stuff. Tau, Sea of Mimicium, sure. The reason I wanted to get this Mimicium stuff going, because Thelina was wanting me to kill the Master of Masters. So it's you like to have a good amount of Ambrosia if you're going around the Master of Masters. Not every build is necessary, but you're gonna want it if you're doing a build like we're doing, because this is definitely gonna hold me responsible for the damage. All right, now for what that one guy was asking about the heart farm stuff. Guess we can real quickly show that off. Duplicate. Built in. Alpha cast copy the first spell. Okay. So Alpha will copy the Quiplicate, and then Matosade is after the Alpha. Good, good, good. So I cast it, and we get a worm. And then what I would like to do is I'd like to put it after like a spark timer. That way I can shoot the worm out from a distance. Like let's say that these are out there. Then I can kind of shoot the worm into it. Makes it a bit easier on me. This could pretty much just be a heart farm. You could do this for as long as you want. And yes, it will farm up HP. So the way you make this work is that if you were to do the math and you were to say, okay, for now, for the sake of doing math and stuff, look at the quiplicate as its base. This is what it's doing. The quiplicate is copying the projectile after it. Quiplicate is going to cast 4 of the Matosade. Matosade costs 225, so the math actually works out really well. If you were to cast 4 Matosades, it would take 1,000 mana to do that. This wand does not have enough mana to even have that happen. Its mana max is 490. Can't happen. Doesn't have enough mana to pull it off. So by having a wand that cannot successfully cast 4 Matosades, it's going to cast 1, maybe 2, and then it would realize it runs out of mana. This results in, instead of doing what it normally should do, it interrupts the behavior and it summons in a single worm. And that's why you only get just the 1 worm hanging out that then gets shredded by the spells that I kind of have cast there. Oh, hey, you lived? You're supposed to be dead. Wait, is 900? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Oh my god, my bad, guys. I don't know why I was doing 250. My bad. My bad. Listen. Shut your mouth. I just saw 225 and I was like, oh, it works out perfectly 1,000. I don't know why I just thought 250 instantly. My bad, Chad. My bad. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Listen, I was born and raised in Texas. Go easy on me. God damn it. Anyways, 900 mana. This is actually an important thing. This is actually an important thing because if you ever do that imperfect math like I was doing there, I was like, oh, you have to have 1,000, and then my wand had max mana 900, and then I cast it and it worked. I'd have been like, wait, why is it working? That's usually what happens. Is somebody isn't just quite, they're not adding, subtracting, whatever, multiplying correctly, and they may not realize it, but a wand may actually have enough mana to cast the grouping. Each placate is different, so the larger the placate, the easier it is to, like, your math doesn't have to be that exact because your wand is probably not going to be able to cast it. So for example, the Heplicate casts 6 copies. So you're talking about when you're dealing with a spell that costs 225 mana and having to cast it 6 times, there is not many wands that are going to have mana pools that are this large. But whenever you get down to the Iplicate and the Yiplicate, when it says it's copying 2, then from there you're like, it's only gonna cast it twice. Like, there's a lot of wands that have a max mana pool that can afford that. So that's why if you see these larger ones, you tend to notice that whenever I'm doing the Matosade farming, I tend to look for the larger ones so that my math can be imperfect and it's like, it'll work. But on these smaller ones, you'll usually see me take the time and I'm like 225, 450. All right, do I have a mana max of below 450? If something happens, and let's say that you are forced to work with a wand that actually has enough mana to cast it all. Let's say that you were like, so in this case, what were we saying? That it was 900 mana, right? But we have to also consider 900 mana for the 4 Matosades, but also the Alpha needs to cast 2. So it's actually 940. Then in this case, we have a Spark Timer, which is another 10, so it's 950. You can add in other modifiers and stuff to make it more expensive intentionally. Like, let's say that you were to throw, I mean, I don't really have any extra wand capacity, but if you were to throw this homing on there, that adds an extra 40 mana cost. This is a tactic to say that if your wands are too good and you're trying to make them more inefficient to mess up the worm spawn in, that works. That does help. But we don't need it in our case. We're already good to go. Oops. Back to, I just will farm just a couple and then we'll get to the action. You should build a better worm farming method than this, by the way. Shooting into something that is then you know, killing them in such a silly way is probably not the brightest idea ever. It's pretty easy to do though, right? The insta freeze kill worm is my favorite method. That is one of the best ones. That is like really efficient, and you're probably noticing that there's corpses laying all over. If you're using the freeze killing technique, this will make it so that you don't have all the corpses laying everywhere. Also, if you're curious why we're not getting plagued with worm blood, it looks like our worm blood turned into, what is that actually? The smoke? Why? What shouldn't it be going up? Why does it look so weird? We did fungal shifting, so that's why I'm trying to see the visuals on that. What is the worm blood category? Mist? It's up in the ceiling. Yeah, this is fungus up here though. Could be smoke, but if those are not real particles, they don't have gas physics. Oh, so it's steam. So that's why I was like, it couldn't be steam. It's not going up. Oh, so the worm blood is steam. Kind of a cool looking biome right now, or like the Holy Mountain is looking kind of atmospheric. Got a cool vibe going on. Oh, the steam becomes water. It makes sense. So worm blood is steam. Steam rises. When steam is at the top of the mountain for a little bit, it condenses into water. When it condenses into water, our water is fungus. So
thanks for tutorial, Mr. DunkOr.
No problem,
Is it harder to
Spiz.
make a hard farm wand if you have unlimited spells, since you can't exhaust duplicate?
No. If anything, it's kind of easier. Thank you for the 1,000 bits, by the way. You didn't have to do that. It's usually easier because whenever you have, in this case, some people get confused because they're like, so the alpha copies the quiplicate, but if you have unlimited spells, you can just you skip having the Greek letter. It makes it a lot more vanilla, you know, straightforward. Because in this case, you can calculate, oh, the mana drain is going to cost 90. But in this case, you're like, oh, the mana drain is going to cost 40, and then you do all the other math on top of it. This is where people tend to get to throw things off, because there are some situations where the mana happens to be almost exact. And if you're doing the exact math for the 90 mana and not the 40, that will mess up your build. Luckily, at the point that you're usually farming worms and like, I mean, hearts and everything, you can just find another wand pretty easy. It's not like that big of a deal, but every once in a while you find yourself in a situation that you're like, I have to make the wands that I have work. And in that one, that's where you usually like, time to crunch some numbers. And that's where I end up busting out my Texan math skills, and chat laughs at me. Those sick bastards, I know. Alright, well, there's enough of that. I think you get the idea. Hopefully that was helpful a little bit there, Spiz. It's weird because most of Noita is all about calculating that you have enough mana to cast it. You'll know you're doing it correctly whenever you see, right now when I'm casting my wands and it's not jumping around, I know, hey, I built my wand build in such a way it doesn't run out of mana. Meanwhile, in the other one, you want to see it do a little jump, like a little bounce. That means, hey, you did not have enough mana. Bounce, see a little jump. That means that's the one time you actually want to see it when you're worm farming. Silly stuff. Okay, back to what we were focusing on before. I was thinking of putting, would it be that on that, alpha there, spark timer there. How does that look? I think that's decent. Yeah. So essentially what I've did is I've made my Nala make it so my teleport instantly dies off when I fire it. This gives me more control. I can maneuver around more cleanly. But there's a negative to that. And that is the Nala applies to everything in the group. That includes this alpha that is copying the heals. So the moment I tele, the heal dies too. We don't want to deal with that. We don't want our heal to die off. So the workaround is put this heal right here is going to go inside the spark timer. So now I shoot off a tele bolt. Because it's quad, I shoot off a tele bolt that dies instantly because of the Nala. And a spark timer that also dies instantly. By doing this, by killing this instantly, it releases the heal bolt inside of it. And the heal bolt inside of it because it's in a separate group, is not affected by the Nala. The Nala is only for the outside ones. I know that gets a little bit confusing, but those are the kind of methods you can use to keep your tele wand fast while also not screwing over your heal method. I do not want to grab the orb, but I do want to grab the tablet. There we go. The lava lake, or the regular lake is the fungus lake. Throw the tablet into here. The only reason we're going into here is because chat was wanting to see some glimmers on the glittering field. I don't remember getting much out of this before, but let's try it. Do this. Do this. Is there any more spots? And I'll take, I don't know, orange? Yeah, the results are disappointing. Actually, what if we do clear? I can't really see right now, I guess, so it's hard to say. Yeah, I think it doesn't really, you don't really see any visual results. Oh, you do get to get rid of the damage field graphic, I guess. That's the one thing you can do with it. All right, let's just go ahead and lock in and complete the rest of our tasks, I guess. Maybe, perhaps. Is there any sensible use for the chaos die? Depends on what your idea of sensible is, because did you know the chaos die has a rare chance of spawning 2 great treasure chests? That's the greed die. Wait, what did he say? Oh, we said the chaos die. My bad. My bad. The chaos die. That's just the regular dice. The chaos die. The greed chaos die. AKA the greed die, I guess is probably the better way to say it. That one has the greater treasure chest. Yeah, the regular chaos die. No, that one's lame. So to make a regular chaos dice into something interesting, if you already have loaded in the dice, it's lame. It's gonna stay lame. But oh, the weebs were distracting me. If you load in a dice, it's lame. But if you grab the greed curse and you walk around somewhere and you find a dice that you've never seen before, I mean, the game has not loaded it in yet. It's loading it in for the first time whenever you have the greed curse. Instead of it being a regular chaos die, instead it's a greed version, and that one can spawn in 2 great treasure chests. It actually does lots of really dangerous stuff, but the 2 great treasure chests is pretty cool. It would actually be a very, very big deal if it wasn't for the fact that the devs made it so that if you survive the end of everything, you are given a great chest at the end, right? So that makes it where it's like, okay, well, it's not that rare. It's not that rare to get a great treasure chest since one spell guarantees it. But if that doesn't exist, then yeah, the greed die would be this like super important thing that we used all the time. Ooh, Tinker, I like that. Divide by 3 Sigma, 2 extra chainsaw, glittering field. Alright, let's see what Nutty over there is cooking up. Hopefully it doesn't rip my face off. So he said divide by 3, then the Sigma, then 2 extra. When you say 2 extra, does it mean these extras? Let me see. 2 extra chainsaws, glittering field. He may mean that we have to add 2 more. So let me just shoot this real fast and see if this is. Okay, no, not that one. So he meant 2 extra. Did I mess something up? Oh, hey. That's probably what he was... Actually, what if I move it over here? Oh, that's the one he was probably... That's... Oh, well, thank you. He sped... Okay, you sped it out too much! We're dying here! The thing is, though, whenever we have this build... Actually, let me grab this heavy as well. Let's try it on an actual statue. And I'll do it without the damage field, because I want to see... Can he get spell? Yeah, I should have grabbed something to kill it off. That would have been the smart move. There's a reduce right there. Let's see. It'd be nice if we had a different form of homing. don't like the current one that we have. Oh, we did not kill the dragon. That was supposed to be boss number 2 for us. Dragon's boss number 2, Kolmi's boss number 4, and the Master of Masters is boss number 3. We want to kill 4 total. Holy crap. Too big build? Actually, if we throw the plasma on there... Oh yeah, I forgot. I never grabbed those ones that I left in the hiisi base, did I? Those are supposed to be extra spicy. They're supposed to add to the flex. Wait, what happens if I throw this on there? Do I just... Am I gonna die? Please don't melt me in 2 seconds. Please let me live. Not nearly as cool, but sure. One moment. I did leave something. This right here. Lightning caster. Put it inside there. Uh-oh. Do we just... Oh, shit! It's glorious! We're not explosion immune, by the way. It's beautiful! Wiki says you can turn glittering field into a wisp. Care to try that for the strongest field build? Is this not good enough for you? Okay, how about this? We take this off, because I don't think we're getting anything out of that. No! My eyes aren't bleeding enough. Alright, see if it's a little smoother like this. I don't have explosion immunity, by the way, so this is kind of scary. I'd say it's worse flashing like that. You don't like it as much? Wait, so you prefer this one? I feel like the other one had a special flare of like blindness to it, right? It's like your eyes are bleeding. That's how you know it's a good build. My epilepsy is itching. Wait. I don't think that's how that works. I don't know. I never had epilepsy, so I guess I can't say. Never did any scientific research, but okay, this one's. You prefer Britt's build? Oh, come on! Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. So we've killed 2 bosses. Oops. Oh, come on. There was a reduced lifetime to holy mount. Yeah, there's been a couple that we've... Oh, you mean to try to reduce this so it doesn't keep exploding? Hmm. There's another reduce right there, in fact. It's not a terrible idea. It's kind of a creative one. Like, what if it just didn't last so long? Alright. Reduce equals better TP. True. True. But the thing is, I think we'd have to adjust our mana and everything. And not only that, we would... I think if you do reduce, you can do a heal bolt just out in the open, right? You don't actually have to use the funkiness that we're doing there, but oh well. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see if we can get explosion immunity. You know what? Saving grace. That way, if we make a mistake fighting the Master of Masters, we won't be instantly fucked. Oops, that is Cursed Rock. So the Master of Masters, in case you don't know, is a boss that unlocks the add trigger and all that. Like these things that we're using right now that we picked up in heaven, those only start appearing in your game once you've killed the boss we're about to fight right now. The reason I normally wouldn't fight this guy is because the more damage you have, the more you can hurt yourself, because he reflects the damage back at you. So essentially, if I'm not paying attention, I could end up just dead in this run. But we have Saving Grace as backup, and we have some Ambrosia right here, so fuck it, let's go. Part of me is tempted to show you how easily it could go bad, but then I may end up actually dying in the process of showing you what to be afraid of. So instead, what we're gonna do is, there's the boss. Those little orbs flying around him, the red ones reflect the damage back to the player, and the purple ones are the ones you need to kill. If you kill all the purple ones, he becomes vulnerable. Usually you have to be strategic and you shoot the purple ones and you avoid the red ones, but what we're about to do is more of a brain dead approach. It's going to be like we just kind of put the Ambrosia in the #1 spot, and we're going to be like, lube up, shoot this. Oh, you see that for a moment? You see that one moment, it actually got a little scary. He actually pumped me with damage. Don't worry, healing up, boss. I want to get rid of those 1 spots, but the reason it's a bit scary to do that is that I don't want him getting a clean shot on me. Because he can shoot polymorphin and stuff. And it can be scary. Move around the corner, you chump! If he shoots poly, I will not see it coming. Oh, come on. Yeah, so you have to hit the edge and oh, it's because of the homing I have. I forgot about that. So when you have homing, what's gonna happen is your projectiles are gonna pull into the center of him, and then he's gonna eat the projectiles, he like deletes them. So that's why the only ones that are hurting him are actually the ones that are getting stuck on the edges, the imperfect shots. Which is kind of funny. Also, keep in mind that this boss, while he unlocks these add trigger and all that kind of stuff...
Now do it without ambrosia.
No thank you. I pass on that one. Am I missing it? Did I... Wait.
Do it.
Am I blind? Oh, you piece of shit. You picked it up? No. There's a stone. Where's my stone at? Not that we need it, but I wanted to kind of like point it out for anybody out there that hadn't seen it. Maybe I accidentally black holed it. It's possible. There should be a stone that he drops, and that stone, what it does... it allows you to tinker with your wands. You know how the perk allows me to edit wherever? Well, there's a stone that does it. I must have... He drops it 100% of the time. I must have black holed it, not paying attention. Because yes, you can destroy it. I was being a bit too sloppy. It's not a big deal. Just kind of fun to show off sometimes. And it converts things like lava into concentrated mana. But we don't have lava in our world. But also, you know, it converts many materials into concentrated mana. Follow the concentrated mana. Oh wait, there's not much. So probably just, yeah, that's why I tried to chase after it. I thought, did it go somewhere down here? But yeah, it was probably my own fault. I probably black holed it like a dum-dum. Oh well. Also, earlier whenever we were farming up hearts, just to be clear, we could have farmed up way more health. We could have went into like 100,000 million health, a billion health, whatever we want. Obviously, be going 25 HP at a time, so it may take a little while. But the reason we didn't is because for our goals today, our goals aren't requiring us to have the most insane health. But we did cut that a little close. I probably should have farmed a bit more. So now for this fight here, what I want to do is I want to set it up in such a way that like, so I'm going to set up like these explosions like this. And then I'm going to grab the salt. I'm going to get the phone out. I'll be recording and then I'll grab the salt. And then I'll see what he thinks of it. If you're curious, this is just some meme shit. I'm just memeing it up with my brother here. He had sent me a video and said big build, and it was like an adorable little puny build. So we're gonna send it back to him. Hold up. Not only that, but when he recorded it, for some reason he did it like at a sharp angle. I don't know what that was about. I guess because maybe he had the phone like, I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was about. The flex is real. Gotta flex on him. That's the whole point of having siblings. Hit him with the flex. Oh shit, I just missed that one.
Alright, well, I wish you guys could see this guy right now. He is drenched in sweat.
Kolmi, it's the part where you die. You're embarrassing me on camera. Kolmi, you piece of shit. Do we just... Big build is canceled, Britt. It's canceled. Do we just do 1 damage? I was even hitting him with the zoom and shit. I was even hitting him with the... He's probably like, what the hell? You guys don't need to see this. He propped the phone up with his penis? Okay, I don't think that's what he was doing. How did we do 1 damage? How's that even possible? Whenever the camera's not out, you piece of shit! And it just obliterated his corpse! This one, he's just walking around. It was like 4th of July for him. And then the next build, I just shoot it into him and it just fucking damage field and everything just shreds him apart. Shreds him apart like in no time. Look at his corpse. Watch his corpse when it hits the ground. It just disintegrates. Record this replay. Pretend like it's real time. Like, wow, big build. He's like, wait, is that the replay? The fuck? Make it really jank. We'll hit him with this one. Hold up. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where's the replay at? Come on, game. Don't be a pain. 100% live in the moment. Gameplay, Britt. Big build. The real big build. Chat is fucking wowing right now. Okay, there may be... Okay, somebody said something about a penis. Don't... Ignore that part. Ignore that. Big damage. One shot the boss. First try. There we go. We're good. We're good. No, don't say sharper angle. Angle's not good enough. It's good. It's good. All right, here we go. Let me text him. I'm texting him at like 9 a.m. He's probably going to wake him up. He's going to be like, what the fuck? Why are you texting me at 9 a.m.? Bigger build. That's why. All right, camera. Okay, now I type bigger build. And then flex emoji. Flex emoji. There we go. Teach him a lesson. Make sure he knows he's the real little brother. Don't forget to let him know that the first shot only did 1 HP of damage. How's that even possible? Like, if somebody had asked me to say, like, fire all those around him and only do 1 HP of damage, like, that's impossible. But it happened. In case anybody enjoyed Kolmi being uncooperative as much as I did. Hey, don't clip that. Mods, delete the VODs. Except for the part where I killed the boss in one shot. You can keep that part of the VODs. Rexco has a great idea. Hit him with the dick pic. What? Roll Tide! We killed the Alchemist, the Dragon Boss, the Master of Masters, and Kolmi. Those were our 4 bosses.
Blessed God.
As we lock in the win, we killed 4 bosses, we did 5 fungal ships, and it rolled 0 orbs today. 0 orbs. So we're running down here. Don't worry, I'm not going to die where the peasants go to die. That would be embarrassing. I would never make such a mistake. That looks kind of cool. Aurora. Aurora. That's close enough. My eyes. Don't. No. The eye. Your eyes bleeding. It's good for your eyes. It's good for your eyes. Now jump into your wand and kill yourself. Oh, the real Dark Sun? I don't think it can hurt me because the gold is like kind of protecting me from the explosion damage. There's a little bit of damage. When I go into the center of it though, there's too much gold. It's having a hard time hitting. Oh shit! Oh shit! Did I say I'm protected? What I meant to say was, holy shit! Hold on. We can't go. We gotta, at the very least, if we're dying at the sun, we need to be like, you know, keep the sun in view. You know, there you go. See that? Oh, I see you. I see you, Dark Sun. There's the Dark Sun. But chat argues that I create the better looking sun. The true Dark Sun. One HP. We did it! Best ending. Thank you, thank you. We hit him with the real glitter. The real glittering field. Win number 2,595. That means we are 4 wins away from our next event. So it looks like next week, well, the upcoming weekend, because this one's coming to an end, obviously, because it's Sunday morning here in Texas. But this upcoming weekend, it's going to be the event. I'm scared. What is the event? I was thinking what we do. You ready for this? It's going to be pretty insane. What we do is a nice 11 orb daily run. What do you think? It's pretty insane, right? What do you guys think?
Nope.
No? Nope. That was pretty wild.
Nope. Nope.
Some ordinary baby goal as usual. Have you ever been 100% in Noita? That he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. Have you? I have. What do you mean? Are you doubting my 100% run? We have footage. This is why I had to create the Dunk or Trash channel. Because I knew there would be haters out there trying to rewrite history. But you can't. We have the footage right here. 100% progress event run. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was a 56-hour-long stream where we got a fresh file and we 100% Noita in one single stream. If you've never seen it before, also I have some of my Dark Souls videos posted there and some other garbage content. But if you're interested, there's the channel. AI edited video. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. You wish you could take that moment from me, but it's recorded. It's proof. Chat was there. How about solve the eye puzzle for an event? Seems like a great idea. Okay, I don't think there's something some of you guys, maybe you're new. Maybe there's a couple new guys around. They don't realize. When I go into an event run, I do not stop until I succeed. So far, I have not failed an event. We've done 25 events. every time I do something that I've never done in Noita before, just most of them majority of the events, let's say like 22 of the events, are things that nobody has ever done in Noita before. Some people haven't even tried it since I've done it. They just don't. We're going into uncharted territory. But in case you're interested, you're like, what are one of these things that I am claiming is so difficult, and you want to try it yourself? All right, try this one out. This one was a recent one, not too hard. I'll give you an easy one.
Congrats on a deathless month, Mr. God Gamer. Although if we counted the trivia as a run.
Here's an easy one for you for one of my events that we did recently. 37 wins in a row without taking a break from Noita. If you die, it goes back to 0. You keep going. There's no stopping. No sleep. No nothing. You just going. Let me see that one. Try that one out. Let me see what else we got here. I've done 49, bro. Took a few hours. Oh, bullshit there, Snicks. He is lying. He is such a liar. You got 49? 49? Bullshit. Is that like the, oh yeah, I just lifted 700 pounds, but nobody was around to see it kind of thing? Beat all of your stat screens. That's one that people have brought up. All new records for I guess gold, time. Wait, would it just be, wait, hold on, how'd the time thing work? Because obviously I can't beat the gold and the time in the same one. May you please check the Discord. I spent some time to make Xmas vibe for the community. Chat will like it. Dark Fox, you say some pretty degenerate shit. What? What the hell is this shit? Listen, you're playing with fire because I have a feeling you were sitting there, you doing some editing or whatever. You had this pulled up on your monitor, and no, chat, hold on. You stop, chat. Okay, stop, chat. You had that pulled up on your monitor. It's only a matter of time until somebody walks in on you with that on your monitor, and they're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And there's no way you explain yourself out of it. You end up sounding like the kid that's like, "Oh, I thought I had a computer virus and my pants fell off." Yeah, so you're gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned. That's my wallpaper now. You guys are filthy animals. Goddamn animals. That needs to be one of your new emotes. Screw that. One of my new emotes. Are you crazy? Fuck that. No. Hey.
Do it.
It is illegal to chain emotes like that against... Wait, what? Wait, I don't remember this emote. How did this one get in there? But it is illegal. No. The Twitch police are going to arrest you. It's all gone wrong. Listen, chat, I don't want to feed into this degeneracy. I feel like this is all dangerous stuff. I will... Wait, hold on. Maybe I don't click this. The comment literally below it from Eugene just says, "Oh God." That seems a little scary. She bad as fuck. That's me, you fucks. That's AI shit. Hold on. No. Keep your pants on. You weirdos. You have a hot sister. You have a hot sister. You did the... Okay, so imagine you're over at your friend's place, right? There's a dude hanging out, and he walks in with a wig on as like a joke, and you're like, "Damn, you look hot." And then he takes off the wig. He's like, "What the hell, man? It's me." And then you're like, "Damn." That's what's happening right now. You're scaring me, chat. You behave yourselves. You admit to the wig? No, I'm saying this is not how I look in real life. This is AI bullshit. What the fuck? Why are my face proportions so fucked? What is this shit? All right, this is getting weird. We gotta get out of here. You know what?
Smash.
No smash.
Smash.
Stop that.
Smash.
This is an anti-smash moment.
Smash.
We got golden yes signs on today's daily going out to Jokey the Derg, Rosalina, Quick Among Walkers, Pyro Monkey, Demonic, and Lord Seru. That is 7 golden yes signs, by the way. 7 golden yes signs. Welcome to the golden yes crew. You're part of the blessed, part of the elite, the Giga Brainers. Lord Saru with a 7 streak, Arius with a 7, Latali, QZ, Chris, Nocturne, Demonic, Cold Loops, Void, Monar, Pyro Monkey, Smitten Galaxy, Aldezert, Decrus, Aurora, JM, A Kitty, Quick Among Walkers, Rosalina, Mooted Out. Is it in wait? Incendium? Is that the right way to say it? Incendium. I think I may be reading that wrong. Incendium, Shadowblind, Wower, Lyra Lynn, Gimme Your Soul, and Sethra TV. Sethra TV. There we go. Nailed it. Dunce Caps, -7s going out to Wandrindian.
Smash.
Furcifer and Bongar. Congratulations to you 3 on the -7s. 7 incorrect. Back-to-back 7s going out to Froggery, Mark Boy, Lunarian, Elbow, Bottle Brush, 9 Undecember, BFG, Coldball, Das Unterstrich. Why, Das Unterstrich, I swear he just... Oh, wait, no, it was earlier today. He did a sub bomb, I believe. He was gifting subs. I was going to say, didn't he just get a streak? I don't know, I'm crazy. Bobchual, Bayhu, Taugli, Hop, Hey, Lala Lay, Flying Gourmand, Pael, Ilira, Petey, Blue Dragon, Starry, Suziter. My God, how long is this list? Piglet, Spade, Subscribing, Conga, Tori, Spice of Lice. Oh, wait, no, not the Spice of Lice, Spice of Life, but they're not even in the right group. Hold on, that was the end of the 14s. Now we're going to the 21s. We're climbing the mountain, chat. We're almost there. Spice of Life, Popsy Wobbly, Grisu, Ahave, Simple Banana, Finale, Kitty Claw, Electro, Corpse-tastic, Methan, and New Alex Gamer. All of them with 3 7 streaks in a row. That is 21 in a row. 21 predictions in a row without messing up a single time. And now we're at the 4 7 streaks in a row, the 28 streak, Gold Dragon. Congratulations. You would be at the peak of the mountain, but there were 2 individuals that passed your ass up, Carniera and Ad Jono, with the 35 predictions. If anybody's new in the channel and they're confused, yes, they got 35 predictions in a row without being wrong a single time. And the way they did it, they just predict yes. Obviously, they always believe in me, because believing in me and pulling off a success in these runs, that's where the thick streaks come from. That's where the juiciness comes from. Are these the viewer ages? -7? Well, how does that even work? How would you be -7 years old? Explain that shit. Consider not checking the newest video on Discord. Is it that bad? Wait, who posted it? What are you guys doing? Okay, this is not building confidence. I see this, and I scroll down, and I just see...
Smash.
Something's wrong with you guys. Something's fucking wrong. Okay, yeah. The last one must have been real weird. Okay, that's weird even for me. Not smash, not stop right now. Okay, yeah, I'm skipping that last one. Even Boba, wait. Yeah, I don't like it. But you're the one that posted it. Oh, somebody said now draw her pregnant. Oh, God. Wait, no. Jesus. We're out of here. Carney, Ad Jono, congratulations on your 5 7 streaks in a row. Jesus.
Do it.
My brain is barely functioning. You guys were insanely supportive today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up before I bore you too much. I think I scared away most people when I said the words Dunkbot 2.0 anyways. They were like, I was like, now Dunkbot 2.0. Looking, everybody's out. They're gone. But I'm going to go work on it a little bit right now. In fact, I'm going to get some food first. I'm really, really hungry. I'm starving to death. I'll be back in a couple days, you guys. You guys know me at the on Sunday morning, which is what it is right now. I take off Sunday night and Monday night. So I won't be here for 2 nights, and then I'll be back for Tuesday night. We'll be playing some Silk Song, and then we'll be back on that good Noita shit. Swarls, what the hell are you linking in there? What the hell?
This better not awaken anything in me.
No. Swallow. All right, that's it. Hold on. I gotta get out of here. Oh, man.
Smash.
Wait a second. Yoke is playing Noita right now? Oh, That's a perfect raid target. Is he?
Smash.
No, nobody told me Yolk was on. Maybe a couple of you were during the Dunkbot 2.0 rant. That's my bad. If you guys don't know, Yolk, it looks like he's back. I don't know if he's like officially back, but he used to stream pretty regularly, but I think life, like work and stuff, started getting in the way. But yes, he holds the most world records in all of Noita by a lot. If you've never been by the speedrun section, just ask me about it next time we're playing Noita. I'll go on a rant. But this guy is actually insane. There's certain games that I feel like, not to hate on anybody, but some games can be a little obscure. And because of that, you'll see like a person holding many records because, you know, they're the only one being like really competitive. I would not say that is the case here. Yolk's records are no joke. Even on some of the categories that seem a little bit obscure, I guess he just doesn't submit it. When he submits a record, he created a run that's a pain in the ass. Trust me, the reason I know that is because one of my events was literally based around Yolk. It was literally, stream started. The stream was not allowed to end until I took a world record away from Yolk. It could be in any category. Just take away one of his world records. It took me 2 days and I was dying on stream. Like IRL, in real life, I was dying. I was a literal just pile of grease on the ground, crying, dying slowly, and chat was watching me melt away. But after like a day and a half, I want to say it was like 37 hours or so, we managed to take one of his world records from him. Actually, it was him and J to the G, who, you know, tried to snag the record, but then I just stomped him into the ground. You know, it wasn't even close. But yeah, my point is he's the real deal. He plays Noita insanely fast. And some of you guys are always complaining that you play too slow. I want to, you know, stop yapping. This is the guy. I'm sending you to the guy that you're not, he'll explain stuff. Don't get me wrong. You'll learn some stuff. You'll learn some stuff. Why are you crying? Huh? Me? Oh? But you'll learn some stuff. But most importantly, if you're wanting fast gameplay, this is the fast gameplay that you were looking for then, because this doesn't get any faster than the Yoxie. So have fun hanging out with him. He's playing Noita right now. He's hauling ass. I'll see you guys in a couple days. Stay sweaty, stay awesome. Oh, and if you were here yesterday and you heard the guy in the Discord call that may or may not sounded quite similar to Count Chocula, this is him. This is him. We say it in a loving way. We love us Yolk. Come on, we as a community, we love Yolk. You better love Yolk. You better love Count Chocula. It's delicious cereal. And what else we got going on? I don't remember what else is happening. I'm brain dead. Shout out, yeah, I gotta shout out QZ. I'll have to message him. I'm gonna DM him, but he did a great job on the trivia that we did this week. If you missed it yesterday, there was a trivia. Things happened, okay. Let's just say yesterday I proved my integrity as a streamer to show that I do not cheat. And that may have involved me getting last place. But we don't talk about it. Test 60 also did an awesome job on the trivia. He was awesome to hang out with. It was a great time. But I'll see you guys in a couple days. I'm going to go be a lazy piece of shit, eat some food, do some programming, all that stuff, and just sweat it up with Yolk. Stay awesome, chat. Deuces. Stay sweaty. I don't remember what else I'm saying. Words, things. Peace out.
Thank you.